Well, I was have a good evening. So we're live on OK 101.7 FM and your partner radio stations at Daroma. Make us say we're live on High Life Radio of Virginia. We're live on Kings Jersey Radio or New Jersey. We're live also and NASPA Media or UK London. You're live also at NASPA Media or France and after Belgium. TMA, good evening. We got you FM. So Blessed Tony Law on any team. I'm pick here live walk cooking to me. Make us say the about somebody can see my production team. No, Mr. Johansson, DJ All Black, any answer. Good evening, and come out, baby. I will be because I didn't more shit. It's unnecessary. I can. If I'm a Vim lady, and I will be talking about Bandai, but we'll also be talking about the biggest issue on the block, which is NPP for primaries. They say they are the hey, and you the Canada Japan camp versus the Bawumia camp. Enye better. Obiate tibia man yonko nya asem ketwakra. I think that last week semukaya asema me catch am said the kind of damage Bawumia team no e dey adwa safo be ye Canada Japan team no e be hit you man pass wa hit you. But I think damage oman coach adwa safo yie. Oman coach adwa safo yie because adwa safo asem na okan ye no it is going to the advantage of Canada Japan, which I don't think was the intention of Bawumia team no. So omu coach adwasa fu year and kasa problem no emma because asama adwasa fu kan say Canada Japan do oba o meye family and friends na me say mommy position and no say adwasa fu you were talking from selfishness respectfully as a selfishness inti na delegates no mo to anu so come the omo into omo kata say anti who post out plenty a be backfire anti on there. I think that I just have the intention mom was good, so I fire Canada Japan. Baby, or kaya or they hate Canada Japan. Say, and to about more bio did mark them and their punchlines might drop. And the Canada Japan, yeah, then to be very difficult for him to come back from that. And nothing I want, because he in all his issues, so he's not trying to address Sasemna address African, you know, and to nail the coffin, no, and about Umiaka Basako drop it attaching. And to shall no pay attention, say baby, was say baby. The club back in the Canada Japan camp no was a year first a year ago saying that attaching say asem na a Canada Japan person or Canada asset na he was referring to Katie Hammond. I think that thing is not going down. And Showdown from it's not working. Until the Canada Japan team must do their homework in responding to and seminar attaching because they're damaging so or non classmate no but on to mano because or lack emotional intelligence or lack akoma yedinya abotre or lacking sense of secrecy and decency so semi one my can demo yen can abonte no de attaching punch Canada Japan style baby but I don't have for seminar so not to be kind ever Canada Japan say and to about more bio did that was also a very very punchy and also the damage Canada Japan. But you see, the strength of Canada Japan is that Bawumia team is also doing all these things because Canada Japan nipa na atoshi has been doing massive damage against Bawumia team in Ashanti region, Western region, and Greater Accra region. Mamina spending the last 3-4 weeks was say baby I'm a Bawumia. In any case, now atoshi to a Christo nipa anti. Baby, and not Christophone, baby, feel comfortable, say. Because Canada Japan ni a Christian intino. Christians are suffering in penny for them come pay my present mamma, no more prefer Canada Japan. Now to she bem na to she asanko cement or say. Canada Japan camp no. Christophone in amra ho because on na to she because I am very solid Christian. In fact, in the past, Mami was sponsor for Israel. Because her argument is until the entire has gone buying. You sponsor Cremoform Hajj every year. By a year, be a Christopher. And to on one casa in their own capacity, sponsor a software what garden you know. A software who matter the Ominako Israel. And to coin this on a software than a cat. Coin this on a software to probably a more comfortable way. And now she joining our joining Canada Japan camp. And she was in Bawumia camp. And one of the Christians are software in Nako. And I was free on Eddie Omunyanako Canada Japan. That is a massive punchline. enti anunti ena Kennedy Japan Bawumia team na say they na to see ye number 1 watching asofo na ko Kennedy Japan number 2 osan na me damage the Greater Accra region for na ko Kennedy Japan camp wasan ko Ashanti region sa ko same wo honom enya asem kito na no Ashanti region ko se oni Samira ko crash baby ma Samira pe baby fire simple now Toshi has succeeded in shooting Bawumia campaign down in Greater Accra Ashanti region and a year friend say Western North and there was a Bawumia campaign to me and they say Napo, if Napo still has a following, if Napo still has influence, and of course, Napo ni Ashanti region, the whole day. So Accra for Accra so mum pet and Napo Ashanti region, Accra Obuane Kumasi. Napo still has huge influence, even in Accra still Napo fans. You know, there were people who still believe, even between they still believe, you say, Napo, he said it in the heat of the campaign. And yes, Anna Napo ni soon in a bind here. In any case, Napo being with Bawumia, that's also a very good asset because see, Napo ye come ranti any maba wa bua mo pa he for Napo ne so on kase ye ni it's true. But Napo big strength, the strength and they say NPP for ba ya see NPP for nye omu de edidija abro ni beye omu de omu ma obi any ade Napo is not like that. Napo is one of the people who help NPP youth to papa, especially in Ashanti region. Ashanti region boys near school Accra. Ashanti student union. Enye Legon. Enye a friend saying KNUS inko. Enye UCC inko. Enye Valley View inko. Napo has really invested in the youth. Our Muko school, especially the youth from Ashanti region. Enti sa settle for Napo so they call Bawumia very silent because Yama Napo bone akata ne papa ne so we don't see the asset he's also bringing to Bawumia team no. Enti that's also a very good one there. What's about Bawumia mu protected? Enti na make say na Bawumia na kasa ne asset na owo no. As against Kennedy Japan so ne asset are one in strength. Any a few weaknesses no. Bawumia does not need Abronya to be attacking opponents. Say the Abronya attacking, na Toshi wa attacking, na Toshi kunu wa attacking Kennedy Japan. But how can they answer? Now we are a mistake because we can be an uncle for sending message if ya Kennedy Japan that this form la ne buy. Yeah, attacking opponents. And obi cancer pa ya na me hu de me because it's true. This politics of say you can be actually for na Kennedy Japan na de buy. But you see Kennedy Japan NPP for money fans yo. And you can't come and use this against him because Kennedy Japan was doing it for NPP. He wasn't doing it internally against NPP. He was doing it for NPP against NDC. The only one Kennedy Japan against NPP was a friend saying Cape or something for tape. NPP for Kroya. And you can't come back now and use this against Kennedy Japan. And the David Ronto program say what's so trying this the battle now educhu monam chen Dr. Brian Champo no a young man o bebre wonanim or chance mumienu Bawumia kam ne Kennedy Japan mo messe apwa no achi oni ti say yeah wa prepare ni hwawie wa marketing ni hwawie no abeshem educhu so onyini bebre sa obechen Brian Champo kakra bi nti ono so ye kan o years kakra e won nanim and despite EFS and Apo ankofo asenidi no anyone who answer the mistake here and there, Nkanapo could have positioned himself very well as the heir apparent in 2032 and 2028. But Napo, Niaman Kitingitibia, Onoya, Yani, the Nkofo branding against himself. He has to do a lot of work to revamp. Naseme PRB about Napo is very good for him. So Twasu, no, you're consistent. No, man, Refi. Some of the things he did that, Napo can really come back as NPP presidential candidate. That is Bawumia. Napo can come back. Bawumia 2028. Napo can come back 2032. And the can thereof. Because I'm saying, Napo brought a lot of young people NPP move. So when he comes back in 2028, it will be time to take a year first saying the rewards of what he had sowed, the seed that was so You see, I'm not biased, but the truth of the matter is, I know. Emrantia when we Kennedy Japan or Boam Rantia the next person Napo or Boam Rantia NPP mo papa. E can NPP nkwade anko mo munya Rantia bia mo ndi omochi. Cause omo the wickedness almost show boys not check. Enti banapono papa kakra na omaye no those ones will come back and reward them. Now the ano pay attachia call by YouTube no it will be same style be attachia the classmate the Canada Japan enti otwemu ahunse no na atoshi ade a oye no Eastern region Western North Ashanti Greater Accra region no ahwe Bawumia ne ho be kire no e na omo release omo nkofo ni nyina enti after adonsafo de ne backfire kitwa bi na adonsafo de baby aye ne me say o ka say Canada Japan didi matem and obi akai but baby o ka say ma monto mani because Canada Japan ba o mami post and be abo Canada Japan because of course Canada Japan ba on your family and friends so that one it was a backfire kaka nti ba me team near smart omu say no backfire pen omu release attach yan ko say mu mai o de he attach yan ba no pen obe say mu style bi oba not yes Canada Japan does not have emotional intelligence to lead Ghana simplicity oba no punch Canada Japan say any classmate on do nim no and Ghana for na ye de nim Canada Japan wa abonti o so no do nim no ne na classroom ko so mo nyini and na be the same political party Canada Japan lack emotional intelligence and the same way it's very likely that a lot of people will agree with attaching say Canada Japan na ye nim the first now obubom a lot of people had accused him at the time so only emotional intelligence but it is also true say now Canada Japan he's not the same person Canada Japan has refused to be to be pushed now saying no obi ehun say na first no only emotional intelligence and then he's gained some because we go for pushing but still on kasa but you see attaching answer ma oba UTV and opo be kan ba ko me say Canada Japan o suro ni kuma o pa say Canada Japan din a waye na say nya wa sheda all purpose nti na onya pe na kuma ne be san ba attaching so for attaching a lay pastor also for that just say what putting here first Canada Japan say be say oh na kuma na say why study no boa it is only temporary obetina konya sa kuma ne be san ba one hwe oto one ma obeche rolling to chi aka a t-shirt bo aka style be no we there one hwe Canada Japan cabinet meeting we minister na be here raw for one ma pay obesizawo Jangbele bi obecha cabinet meeting no why are the one na nye University of Ghana Medical Center from cabinet to University of Ghana Medical Center we are obepa uti because Canada Japan so okuta black belt o oni mutakoko nti no kan so no osori a oda osoda ye sika ne ntokwa okuta black belt enti asem attach aka is giving some kind of enya value so Canada Japan the only rough obebro so but you see me say all these things that Bawumia company you know because Canada Japan any na tosia say omo campaign in 3 major regions that I am aware of in Greater Accra region in in Ashanti region and Western North and am I here akosi kwate ba but so attach attack Canada Japan no boa ni nyina no asem Canada Japan kan ya attach na kwa fan personal I into say he needs to go out and fire Canada Japan ni nyina no enye ono kwa na no de no nti we a stray bullet here attach here air to man Canada Japan no ato afanchen we stray bullet and drop you Canada Japan so because I say Canada Japan was not referring to Katie Amon. Okay, this is about Katie Amon. Not attaching when he said he bought 500,000 house and gifted it to see he wasn't on your massam crown or on diomo into what be first asem no about attack Canada Japan bia no we no why are you and let me show you what a Natoshi said me baby on Natoshi crack cancer air punchline ko me say den ya hold you back tie Natoshi
pa obetimi aboa yen ama ye wini power eye Kennedy ohini e Japan Pepa Chow Esno election 2024 and Esno election 2028 wutumi baaki obi 24 and so nipa ne ye said ye si wie ye aba wonya ye ennioma obeye ebe kire se wo betoa so ana wo ntoa so a mehwa nnioma akoso na ena me ye madwin se mesisem enya me nko a Dr. Brian Echampo Dr. Ditum wonyina na nke nyina ye adwuma ma Dr. Bawumia nso ende wo mo afa forms ena wo mo anka se ejina ana meboa enti se ba ne se wo nso pesa wo sesa wadwene a bibia ni hu enso me de me ye no minim se me yo bandu o se me yen krani o che se me ntumi hu ade atem didie nko a muko radio so a brand
eti na toshi atem o kan say omu didi na tem all because we cross the carpet from Bawumia camp aba Canada Japan camp o say obia wo right sources na there, which is true, but o say ono de nipa o we need prime minister obetumi win elections ama NPP ne Canada Japan nye Bawumia ena o say nye ono kwa na hu Dr. Duchum Brian Champ omu nyina hu ntu no bia free a friend saying omu camp no obia free Bawumia camp. This is what she's saying. So omu nyina hu kani anu, that's why they've all left Bawumia's camp to Canada Japan's camp. But ono ya no mu did not. You see, she's giving credence to the fact that say omu free Canada Japan camp be attack Bawumia omu wo di entia because Bawumia camp di o matem. This is what she's saying. O say Bawumia camp omu did not tem sa. It means to say o chile bi say omu so omu camp. Omu ye Bawumia camp and I say 1-1 draw. Sa no person o chile. And this is the damage on the Machanti region near the end. So let me take you back to Atachia. And I'll pay you obviously more UTV, no.
It is in him like presidential quality.
I don't see presidential quality. I can see him that he can do some businesses. Businesses quite and over exaggerated.
How?
Because and nobody saying now a friend saying factories that don't want now no. I was in 19. Away 19 factories away. One net was say when you're young and for our coffee kube at was a kube near na yebetumi anya we afiri kube ada na de da wonye kube etumi eboa nation ada na de da wonye enti ebi kwa na wo campaign you know because and then offer trade minister o new presidential material
o say trade minister
of course so now o products abegu.
Well, I know they attach a can a mistake because okay say dentina Canada Japan da don ye kube no a I'm ready and teaching on make kube business. Ghana a free country. Canada Japan see coastal no na ready and force no so go see coastal. And attach an so ho nko no so betimi asi kube factory ni bia ko betimi aye. E bia ni I'm ready no say by force obi nya factory nti ho de I think attach an should just be fair. Say they are first no be ni sika de enya no one time o. First obi ni sika and no be enya sika. First obi ni idea and no be enya idea no so be bibia. I don't think say campaign na Bawumia ne ata Kennedy Japan company we should go into this issue. Oh, ada one year. I know there it's matter because Kennedy Japan case obesi block 37 no. I don't know be America say ada NPP for buy and when see block no. But ebi afraid na ne ho aso, afraid na wanya sika. Inti afraid no pesos. Inti I know there attach your soft until bojidi if for slow down ponyelo attach you for ponyelo for there oh. Yeah, careful. But I'm to attach and come on. Me baby, okay, emotional intelligence. Oh no, punchy Canada Japan.
Also ideas and what ideas now you can implement it.
Yes, the ideas now you know how far have you implemented it privately? The track record is there. I feel me slow class and make factories do well because I'm here. GR rebelled me I think about be Dimechi. How can a man be afraid to expose his success for scrutiny? How? What contradiction is this? It's a minimum baby who are can. Before the team say, Papa, is he sure he wants to become a president? But Mama, basically, the Sabbath Bible here say me attaching her. Many fear will AU village. Yamini ni pen.
No, but him so those out of Bible so say what more would that?
Or more me. If I dare what they bought me $50,000 an hour. Now me would have parliament crowd and now me need $50,000. Why? Why is he lying like that? Said there now 50,000 me who want me now me hear them me compare rent advance and now.
Okay, I had a attach and Kasa he's right because you see attach before about parliament he was one of the most successful lawyers. On any Ghana cases no dio. Odi cases and confond if you are brochire diaspora America UK any other normal de brand in the end there attach $50,000 there yana no dear may defend the attach always me say before Oba Parliament he was one of the most successful lawyers o sika hu hia ne sa no dear but so kobo Canada Japan ho bosia de no na asem na wakwaje kra say
na me hear $50,000 from ana
we dey
the pacho make me a catch play Enkofo bi didi nsam a menka ho bi. Enkofo bi age ni sika me atate a menka ho bi. Me mbrage se me du akira ba me nye la sulela. A me ko be di politics ni ade nyina. Enkofo bebre ni me before me baba politics. Na enya de a me ko ken hina Japan ko sell se omo wa me. Na me fe sika nye bibi. Me see ene say ayi studio ha or reduce studio into a conveyor belt. No be can be anama manako. Mo man fa title deed no be kyerebo. Eti frɛ no. Say title deed ne wa touch ye di mu AU village no. On ma mo copy na mo hwɛ. Time o toye ade no. Say check na o use on show the bank account. Say 500,000 no. Baby a friends a vendor no wa ko tuae. Be say mama mum putu akompre kutu street proof. The baba be the whole pay say papa we on person be kan okore. Na say who pay na and who to me the car. Now for say baby e kon moawa. You don't need these tactics. Say tactics we any go say.
Is it because now no or ne Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia kwa Kensie or supported Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia and Tina now na mamu hu ne flow singing now because the time on now 1 year so person will ye flag bearer no or ye president and there and in a way be okay be na say against NDC in say na mo you comfortable.
No mama obia ne su ene ne ba na ho so wonum tapes say what me nue ho
tapes
yes historical tapes ene ne ma wakeka what you say it has nothing to do with Bawumia. I don't know ni su ne ban and no capture publicly. As soon as Bani be on the sea, obi nims attack our temperament. And to my studio, hey, we do we atem, we do matem, we do a software atem, haina.
No, only needs to say no in a way, no. A good say, you be any pass me see ni soon saying what and say, Obaya Katasumu Moasona, I've a way to become, na say, son, and I would see it. Now, to me, and I will paint and I will bring once a year, no containers, and no soon, so you're bad.
Where? The way no who seem baby answer when it to say, where the a jar saw was one could Jubilee House. How are you going to do it? Who to me control? I'm telling you.
We are sure.
Nimpa. And you remember I'm a Ferris Mecca. Or no nimse bi no pa ene ma bi o akache me nka ojomu da because it was not intended for public consumption and komo bi a oni obi di which is not intended for public consumption no be believe so okay obi gina ho no akeken sem bi akakakra
no but say we dey work can you say we nimpo aka bi a che na sa de na ehu na mu odu na won kan so de a se ne na wo boa wo fo aso
there you can see any na intended for public consumption. That's why there's even the oath of secrecy. What is the meaning of that? And maybe we fagana hua or man peninka. That's all. To you swear an oath of secrecy. They must be him how to keep secret. How can he be president?
Okay, mema wa home so ye kasa si.
Enti ye rata chance wa ponche Canada Japan so onim secret. Ontumi fa asem sie. Oya na asem oba beka. Obe fire the cylinder bia bi nti da Bawumia camp no patcho last minute there. They are releasing everything because they be bia omo dropping the style bia bi. So we will see how Canada Japan team no so be respond because so far you akwesi kwat in there no oya gentle. I don't know about the other side of Canada Japan call for so what they will do to respond to some interview. What they will do until me be reading mo test message very soon but I don't know.
Damase samu mami akwenya ema me sombro me kwa benya empesua yi esum obi a wo ha
if you do
for 12 years if you do me enu ebi fi wo pesua Showdown obi akọ fie wotwe na so mo hye me mo nyam ema mo ma me fie mi enu ema mo nim e wa ha. And never by Master Yetiawa. Emre Biedu, Ewa Yamanyo Koimu. Emre Duno, Emra, ye fisher of claim before. Ah, Obetu Frank, I know the Ama Yang, a year of Swamman Yoko. Na Yadiaposi Yaniano and for Ediapo Fiani. na ya pray mapeni akonya samre no na true ewoye ya manoko bugudu samre du a penyifo ka bibi se eye fie konya na eto itobi atimi yimiti se waso party no na wa ye adwuma na ususu se adwuma aso ani a utimi yuti se o pray awa otu franka no e di amanyoko bugudu ana menimo ka say emrantie bebre yi wonti mema kubudam ewo yamanyoko enu eyi wonti na so ele me frem wo ha me frem wo nipa ba ko edin gugudu ana me se me frem wo me yadai me frem wo nipa ba edin eye Dr. Alhaji Mahmood
Okay, any video nini because I was looking for video no baby ana adwasafo ponche adwasafo kase mom ntum obi odidi matem eti ena make an assembly obi atoto mane ne for everybody's punching from all cylinders and Canada Japan team members and baby join of Ajariba joining on one communication the diaspora of joining here NDC for be joining because there's this Bawumia team no claim say I didn't NDC for no as omo pe a friend saying Canada Japan. Now it shows NDC for him so betting BT Canada Japan. I don't see how that argument works, but NPP for Bawumia camp na some say the fact say NDC for baby cry comfortable with Canada Japan say onye good. I'm comfortable baby so say Bawumia o cry what ton ho dada, but at the end do man the man won boss na do man to me anye. Ejidi empe bio na Bawumia ni team o mo pe enti asela tachi an nkofo push say yemfa ono enkono na yenkai we Francis was say I say all the aspirants of the NPP no are not fit for the country in the world. In fact an NDC comes mpenifo ne ba akobeba elike morte or say Canada Japan Bawumia o mbe beat no na me kan say asem we so say NDC for no so abukai say na me catch president mama say this third term agenda you person mo already share president mama kono he should reject it. Na me who say enkophobia omo ben president mama o jubilee no mpese by force o push president mama say onko third term sad and my boys no read the comment be catch him say enkofu di watem say na me dey odi matem na me enka me code na enka me set but I'm saying say ne you are fifi kwete on a general secretary for NDC wa ma say NDC for na mudidi atem na money shame on you people are all low IQ people officially because fifi kwete no onim die ono awa school ono awa ben no say President Mama ain't interested in any third term. And the more I cap President Mama third term, and I'm with no shame on if I fire burn you people. Wait just a more low IQ. Yeah, and we know the person of President Mama. Yeah, then I Juma or Parliament. We know that this is somebody praying who's or pet third term. One touch or you're not the giant legacy uncle and it's in from Metwaso. He's not interested in a third term. And so you can't more in fact, I didn't low IQ. That's all that you people do. And then go back to the messages. No, Joe, see if you're show all the way in Germany. Good job, and Oyen. Otum for to that. Or see already number one. And I want to vote to no comment number one any favorite number one and any favorite. JCB message. I say, but Ghanaians do not need a touch here to tell us that they are Canada Japan ayeni. They are Canada Japan ayedada, and they don't need a touch here to come and tell them the omonye. What Francis say, Canada Japan, yeah, no, they be onim the okika same gun of us on the omunim so your feta. Elder General say a Compreko has already won. And found the attaching by UTV abeka omum fan. Zita say good evening, sister. If I hope you're doing well, Patro Zita and Uncle show I'm doing okay. Why? Hey, Eric say, but who told you people that this criminal party NPP for being Papacho, which is a food soldier, a general from political party, the entire rolling there called multi-party democrats in say, Obia joining politics. In fact, party we say focus on Asema Yekano. Otu for my kind messages. This is another one that you have brought. Also, if you are grassroots, they are for Ken, so they are connected. They are connected. Richardson Ghana youth, they almost Ken and Echo. mfa ho de attach ya beka Ken na aircom Educhum say Paul Boache say Educhum is the underdog what's that hwehwe why slow but sure but Educhum is working pa Richard Ebuakon was say delegates no vote Canada Japan that say number 1 and echo number 1 no so no moto amano Francis Osaya or say Canadian character is not only do hwema Educhum is the best among candidates nyina Robertson Galaxy say Ghana youth no mu here jobs na jobs dey na fully connected ehwa e no mu ejina Zita Makan message Edmond Danso say if you attachia elake wisdom asema obeka nyina wanche da anya bibia anse Canada Japan interest bia to no mum e na wa ha ne ho Richard Makan messages Francis Osaya Makan work is message Mamenko Augustine saying we saw doctor's performance in government and the presidential election. We cannot rely on Bawumia again. He cannot do anything for us. Ebra so mu change no mo ko baby a ebetumi aboa wo mo no so na sema or de aba eno Mame ko Hans say if ya whatever he said there was sad. Kennedy Japan has proven say he's already good and ready for the industrialization of Ghana. And you no attach asem oti ate ha. Boss say attach asem a waje afa ne hu we Ken no kaka etia modasem attach anya wa and so afa the World Cup abetena afa ya no we ka sen George ni o kan tete if you are the 37 project no its cry has been doubled to $12 million. He has currently bought machines worth $3 million for the project. It can there oni koyi ko bia o race no esi edu dan so say we don't need weak candidate we need Ken ono no betime ewu no ma candidate as a weak omo ne nam ho ye kopɛ ma dia na em ba join na nye ayi ne ye kopɛ Hans Boache say ya me nka nche say because who set standard for this country now na be kire say Canada Japan e be wini and sit na nchen kra na dwene ho ya who so say if you are why are you not talking about Bawumia's achievement I think maka Bawumia's achievement I mean Bawumia's achievement everybody knows I mean say no be any achievement and I better me say repeat him Otumfuo say whatever he did for MPP no benefited MPP which you and your MPP development party benefited. Okay, minimum Pakra responded to them. I say what can Bawumia do? Ya no so questions about Bawumia. Na Bawumia de dey pan obet me ayama Ghana nti o say de Bawumia echo. Edmond down so say still on the Ken na no ne beko. Babs Ghana o say don't play with that. Okay, mpacho mo amudi attempt there mobile or skip. I say tomorrow Sticker will respond to attach on YouTube. Stay tuned. What Canada Japan team no so share that dia shingado o mate attach chance for say when your platform onyire ye no china sticker ono so be fire on YouTube and opposha dey opri ho nti I think this is how it's going to go clap back then clap forward to elections say we cherish that since we don't need angels on earth to solve our problems no omu here the oba obetimi solve Ghana problems Stephen Tufo now say I'm still standing by the only Canada Japan so no and obetimi ababe ye first eduma ediama Ghana for still JCB say man can one thing about Bawumia na JCB wa unim and I was okay blessing say if you are who started this nonsense did he not start with Malafaka comments as a mature gentleman patron why asem na okay or see leave him alone if you are before patron why asem na okay me I know why every case yes if you do you think Ken insulted attaching and I say, but don't ask me any question. One katafa opinion, bra. Opinion is the most important. Don't ask me as if I'm going to answer. Sister, those days, Benny issues 2014. Okay, many Canada Japan. In fact, unim. Nami your program be a many kwabna kwachi a friend on your muni and son ever done Benny issues. Yani Canada Japan to me appear. NDC can MP for Senate and I started. That was in 2003. Acho Dumoba na mo nya mo za mo de munim Canada Japan che obi ahwe ye nim no from then 2002 Azana Benny issues kwa Benny issues nti yenko na ye hwe se candidate nti NDC NPP for to you omo candidate na omo beba na omo aba be face NDC and NDC so de okoda da but NDC so starting idio NDC koda in terms of governance but in terms of say why the baby Mahama dia no blows to be a better NDC mono because say you have to force in a beba say Julius Zebra obi enim say Julius Zebra prepare no dada and I say ebe Professor J na no pokwadima and a beba we don't know now she be do NDC no Volta Caucus cry who Voltarians, the NDC candidate from Volta region, who will come and lead NDC. And the one who bedu NDC no better to say the president Kufuor kind a bear milk and honey. And the assembly there and some Cassia or Honum Kufuor beka ho asem. But Gabriel say on the Brian Champion and the candidate onimo bia just a Brian Champion to no and one no routine. Kwaku de banka over Jeremy Bao says ya one Elikem. Also, Kwaku de banka say we are connected. Attach any credibility be out to me by second campaign net on to me send a China Gabriel Macau messages fire or see if ya NDC should elect a Sedun Ketia. Okay, and also a bad idea because the Sedun Ketia has been preparing boots on the ground of Juma Sedun Ketia, you know. Wow, because all my Sedun Ketia and Conania one here about the Buagu, no. Better Brown. Befi Kofsin say, I'm watching from Germany. NPP should be very careful with their comments. Then these people are going to capitalize on it. Also, they are going to. Omo capitalize that. Only can nominate at the Omo squad, Omo to one, Omo chro. More allegations are making. Omo yenin na who book. Na more we and I'm bohun. Omo by fucking a Japan alpha Bawumia na more better power ha. Majid, I see good job if ya. And some of Boatin to sing. If yeah, I'm very, very connected until forget the NDC for the Omoka. Erika, Mama, good evening, Aquaba. Eba, just
Challenge you also. That means
great. Yeah, then you go party. Now, so as an outsider, who NPP for last minute, boot for boot in a club back here. What do you think?
If you are Namincha for Namincha Jerry so. I saw a DIC when people you can tell say it's self-imposed pain, self-imposed distraction. Baby, I think I even wrote on your page one day they say they press their own self-destruction button. Nobody is doing anything to them. If you see the moment the national executives decided that when the AG Sim into my uncle special delegate in them and change the rules and the constitution so that we do election early. Do you know what they are saying? We can't lead the party anymore. We need a new leader. Let us elect somebody quickly so that we step away. Because you just came from elections. You could have taken your time and continued the process that you were ongoing and try to rebuild, reorganize. Even NDC, who is in power, we are still doing registration right now. Registration starting in January 2026. All the way to March, we are doing registration. Again, new members.
Registration of what? New members.
New members who want to join the party. Just like you are aware, in America, the same thing. Every election, people go door to door to register people in the election. It's normal. That is what we do. But the national executives are saying that, look, we can't. If you remember, unfortunately, I understand it is health, but the chairman said, look, I'm stepping aside. Then the rest of the people say, hey, maybe I say, do it there. Yeah, they're to me. And to my MP will be 10. The constitution of MPP was clear. When we are in opposition 2 years before the elections, we elect a flag bearer. And when they are in power 1 year before elections, we elect a flag bearer. But when they themselves said that, to me, DM. Let us hand this over to Bawumia or to Kennedy Japan so that we can step aside and whatever they do, they do. So
don't say the moment yes, and just lose that.
Absolutely. If you think about it, this is our national executives. They are trying to give up responsibility. So they organize a conference or a congress very quickly to change the rules and regulations. Who does that in a normal sense of things? Imagine, say, you want Chelsea. Even if they didn't win a league or Arsenal and Manchester, you don't rush and say, let us. You don't take unnecessarily quick decisions. You finish with Michael Quay report. Take your time, communicate it. Have they communicated the report well to us as Ghanaians yet? They have not. They don't even know yet, and even some of their own members. Up to today, Abronya is talking. Bempa. Also Bempa is still talking. People look, and again, this because people's blood are still hot. I'm still Take your time and bring all of these people together. Is it impossible to bring these people back to the table and have a beautiful conversation? It's not impossible. What Kaya, Bawumia started the thank you talk. And a knife. As I would hear my election, you don't do that. You don't do that. Come back home and re-strategize. Amount for this is not in Tokwa. Hey, if you can't, Kennedy Japan, go to the north, go and do thank you to. Bawumia, go to central region, go and do thank you to. This person, you could have re-strategized, but because there is small fight, you want to hand over quickly so that you go. When was the last time an MPP did not elect constituency and executive, did not elect regional executives, did not elect national executives, and then they are electing flag bearer? When was the last time they do that?
Yeah, it has never happened like that.
It has never happened like that. Normally, because you see, remember that if after they finish electing the flag bearer in January, then they will now go back to elect new leaders who have to work with the flag bearer. Normally, you elect the leaders who elect the flag bearer that they want to work with.
And they can work with.
Perfect. But now you are giving the mandate to people who may not even run in the national elections next year. You're giving the mandate to the people who may not even run in the regional executive elections next year. You're giving the mandate to people who will not run in the constituency election next year. To elect leaders for people who are yet to come and go like, why? And remember, Ghana politics, you are aware, say, when him say, by the time the constituency executive come next year, because Obukoko season, any
I get you. And confirm you Coco season,
if you're Brafuna Mikayo, minimum of Metiasi. Obukoko season, no. Now you've taken the cocoa from them already. Hey, I've heard this idea. And if you're not careful, you, the constituency executive, who will be elected next year, if you're not careful, the next constituency executive will be elected before national executive. And you didn't even get cocoa season back. So it doesn't make sense. You elect all of these people, and then the Bawumia or Kennedy Japan will now go and meet the new executives, empower them, talk to them to now go through. The people who led you to opposition, you are asking them to elect another flag bearer.
Yeah, the same executive lines now. What form no?
The same people
who did not campaign, our ground. Electing flag bearer.
That is what we are doing. That you are using the same people, the same machinery that you took to election, and they made a bad decision. Whatever it is, the people of Ghana rejected it. So whatever, I'm not saying Bawumia is a bad candidate. We want Bawumia. We want Bawumia. And you know, look, the people who elected Bawumia, whether good or bad decision, you are asking them to go and make another decision again, instead of electing new constituency executives, new regional executives, new national executives. To now, who knows, the next national executive, do you know that maybe they would have come up with some new ideas of electing a flag bearer that would have helped the party? But these myopic and corrupt current leaders are the same people you are asking to elect for the future? Really?
Very
it makes no sense.
Okay. Prof, also as Professor Awochra there, if you see the Ofajari there, no call, person Ofajari Sukasa from the camp, because on the Kennedy Japan camp. But as I'm Elike Mote raising it, very important to say, the moment the national executive decided, say, yeah, change the constitution, elections. And when I just 2028, they lost the structure, they lost the plus, they lost the they didn't understand the assignment. Only and I would disagree.
Okay, a chair for Michiamon. I will be a queen or Hano. Say, enough for more, one fine chairman. When someone I was so. But near Tiana, sir, yes, will be a wood near Fanny dear, in Tiana Arjun, in Fan Arjun. Because and some more Canada and crisis say MPP a good a more titi. Woman who you didn't cry. But the American Beyonce said MPP a party, it can quickly re-strategize. And that is what is about to happen. say near Canada, Japan, Brian Champon, and Bawumia, Omoyeno. Very soon they are coming together. Now, one advantage here, the early adjustment of party constitution, within a few months, all the problems will be ironed out. And then people will come together to elect a flag bearer. Now, to the report, Michael Coy, I agree with you. It was hastily put together. I haven't seen the contest, but even he should not have even led the whole thing. See what happened because of him in parliament. Oh, in politics, there, oh yeah, offer be a amount for unity. Johnny Cochran was saying, if you don't trust the messenger, don't trust his message. Our MPs didn't trust Michael Quay. And do you think they will trust the report he will present? Oh, we have to, MPP4, they have to pick up, learn how to make amends. Some person, they are more pen, no, more bejinanswa, and the mama, more children for no, almost sassy form. Says, okay, or see, and this for more register new members. Meaning some people the same
from January.
Meaning says one more year the same thing there. Now more money about Queen, one equal registration. Oh, and assembly there party no ukomwa or minor and also say dear woyano if ever or munya uncle. Politics here, yes, a pesca go bottom near some in a term. Say mumian share near or bar or bet me Eddie or minor name. Among 4 Canada Japan, why say oba obey a benefit of Bawumia, Nadaroma, and digitization, but be our Ghana open news here and yadding, with the scare qua and yadding. So no division here so high, say, Shanian Fana, Yakofo Biba, Assembaba, and our brands so bet me a BTOBia. Well, and yes, our policies, yes, met me, you're my chance on your bedroom. Now, and this is for Aiba Kwaya on Behuno, ya one person mujitum. Say President Mahama free wa and ye behun in your baba. Bawumia ba, he has what miles ahead over any candidate presented by NDC. And to what the Amomian share, Senabaya, Media Maka, say MPP.
Only Eli Kaminya didn't say. Decision executives need take it, and say, instead, say. The usual thing that what MPP means, or more elected polling station executives, constituency, raging, and son of Mako flag bearer, no mu change formula, and say, young costro, and son of Yaba form no. A MPP for now, so I press a self-destruct button. And you'll be an home, but you're more than the best because Elikam argument will make it say, Obian said delegates, they do about to say, a honor muso munyaka credidi. But oh, my delegate to Fufrako did elected. Now we are. New executives no more by next year June. Grassroots eduman. This is the argument. The person who addresses our issue, a very important point because whoever say can know say about Bawumia, the bigger problem really can identify no.
Well, and idea somehow no, yeah, but there's no need. See a bit change executives for because it takes years to build the experience to lead a party. Or even to become popular within your constituency. Sir, if you are elected as a delegator, you have to enjoy the support of the grassroots. And this will take time. Oh, they say grassroots mistake on we are one more who be brave. A bit of a call run, a permanent fortune. Some failure, woman, who shall say, more increasing number of delegates. Teachers, I want to make a bravo woman. And Kingsley, why dear Sene? But some people for also so. I was saying who say they are serving the nation. Into be beyond your young no. Woman, no one year, so that they can offer a safe opposition to NDC. Nagana at way, Usha, Sabi, Obisi, and my papa be a abano. MPP for a diaba. And to one year more man and corner him.
Okay.
If you're my main boy, Prof. Kakra, Prof. My main boy, as I make can say you because if you're a Prof. Wakasano, you just said say the Michael Quay report was harshly put together.
Yes.
And the fact that you said it was harshly put together, I am also saying to you, say, one, I agree with you to some extent that maybe Michael Quay was not even the right person. So they could have taken their time. One, get the right person to lead the committee,
or maybe even right people, not just one
right
person.
people, right? To let the decision or the findings of the report, let it simmer down all the way to the very bottom. But the decision have not even come down. They've not communicated anything well. They started a thank you tour. Then there was a knife that appeared somewhere that took somebody because Kennedy Japan gave some 10,000 Ghana cedis out. And immediately the executive said, look, even though usually in Ghana elections, Biano, we elect ward executives, the branch executives, the constituency executives, then we elect the regional executives, then the national executives, before we elect the ultimate
flag bearer, exactly.
Flag bearer. But because the current national executives of the NPP have realized that they have lost control of the party, so they are in a hurry to go and elect a flag bearer quickly in January before they come and elect constituency executives. Prof, this is not politics.
No.
Technically, even this confusion between Bawumia and Ken camp, no, executives now cause this heated.
Absolutely.
Yeah, me back.
Absolutely.
My memory, just say, almost started your more and say, almost person flag bearer and intem. Send your buyer want to be a bedroom 2020 no more resolve. 2024 elections.
The fact so person ye flag bearer and intem say. National executives one failure. No person would push his flag bearer. No. This is where
yes, there's already the last year. Last minute, Canada Japan, the buffalo full year, Emma Alan, so you know, the party had very little time to make the necessary adjustment. In the Sabrin, almost flag bearer in term. If anything like that happens now, they will get sufficient time to put things together and to
Prof, this is not. Take your time.
They also want a very strong opposition party.
Prof, take your time and stop pushing this thing about NDC, NPP. Prof, take your time. Listen, under President Kufuor, 1 year to elections, NPP had 17 flag bearers. 17 flag bearers.
Yes.
1 year to national elections, the party survived.
Yeah.
Under Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo in 2016, the former chairman, Paul Afoko. Afoko was fired. Comrade Jepo was fired. 1 year to election. The party survived. Party survived. So if you are saying national executive that you are the one creating a problem. If you are in charge of the party, you don't even let Wanta come. Things have happened in the NDC. Look, even the NDC, and again, I'm not talking about NPP alone. NDC, we lost. We had the issues with Guzitano in the past. We had Joshua Ali issues. We had issues. But I'm saying that the parties are strong. We had Francis SCM issues, or Samoa issues. What are you talking about here? If you have leaders in charge of the political party, if you have actual leaders in charge of the political party who don't want to just relinquish quickly in the name of look. This one, let me tell you something, Prof. One of the reasons why the Alan thing didn't affect the NPP was because it was so close to the election. If Alan have gone out 3 years to elections, it would have been dangerous. If let's say,
no matter problem where an MPP for facing, good MPP again to me good MPP. And the executives have no business rushing for any.
No, not at all. Otherwise, they are creating their own problem. Because you see, Prof, now, God forbid, let's say Kennedy Japan wins. Bawumia has 3 years to take a decision. Let's say Bawumia wins. Kennedy Japan has 3 years to take a decision. Massa, 3 years is a lot.
To take a decision to what? To support or not to support?
If you are what you see, as in 3 years
to do damage against you.
3 years to start a new political party. 3 years to go independent. Alan couldn't register a political party before. Alan went independent.
No, Ali, come with the new thing in Bawumia. And Mr. Jerry to Oboni Chinko. Say if you can form another party, especially when him say, Alan, they are almost so much the United Party, almost so market time, a try opportunity.
I feel no more to you. because they didn't have that time. So I'm saying to you, this, look, if you are, sometimes that is the problem in Ghana. Sometimes we are in a hurry to buy plaster, band-aid, to put on a chrono, instead of trying to deal with the crow. If there is problem, deal with the problem. You see, what I'm saying to you, Prof, is that by now, let Michael Kwe and his team of executive, Council of Elders, sit down and have conversation with the candidates and make sure that you dilute the tension. Don't be in a hurry. And go through everything. Let Kennedy Japan, let Bawumia, let everybody spend their hard-earned currency or to sponsor their candidates for the polling station executives, constituency executives, the regional, national. Let them put their people in place. Let them put their people in place. When they finish putting them in place, let them then get elected. But now, because they don't want to take responsibility for their actions, look, and again, you can see, even the thing that they have done. Have you seen that the party who passed Ropa and Akufo, did you see what they did to proxy vote?
Yeah, almost proxy vote.
The party that passed Ropa and Akufo. You see, so they are in a hurry to just destroy themselves. They are taking bad decisions. And you see, and for some of us, and again, maybe Jerry Kennedy, they may not agree with me, which is fine. But there is this school of thought that believes that a lot of the foreigners kind of lined with Kennedy Japan. Even though Kennedy Japan didn't get angry with the decision, or his people didn't get angry with the decision, I hope. But because of that, look, ask yourself, say, why is it that? What is the thing? And by the way, the guy in charge of NPP's legal, the national office, said that the last election that they did, they had only 78 proxy votes. How big is 78 that you have to be in a hurry to cancel it? How big is 78? And so the whole point is you see that there is a strong attempt to be in a hurry, and they are making bad decisions along the line. So for me, Prof, what I'm saying to you is that they could have taken them time. It doesn't matter whether the party is breaking down. It doesn't matter what they are doing. Put the structures in place well. This one, you know what they are trying to do? They are trying to build the roof before they come and build the foundation. We don't do that. You take the time and build the party up.
Prof, I think over Jerry, stand by me also because this one there from first we know to a union. These are your issues.
Obia uni aside ne de ya wo kan no entaso mu na ne executive don person mu yare say onon person mu yi presidential candidate no mo man enough time to form his own campaign team. Executive one, they will have nothing to do. Say last elections no Osha senior amount for the nana do weakness a better about Bawumia Bawumia yi na no ba bia na nye ye. This time they Oba as a clean sheet. Oba as what? As a clean candidate.
That is if he wins. When you win here.
Yes.
We are not addressing issues. We are not addressing issues like raising no. Or say more issues are. And yet likely say bet to me good MPP. Because no, okay, also land free party, MPP and good. And some kakasia bebre atomu crab President Kufuor tiny for 70 and good. So there's no way MPP as the biggest opposition party ebegu. And you say they are not also MPP for you and say build a party ne form structure systems near there or more yet before you come to national because I think what Bawumia can camp no. And national executive is one decision. And of course the prof addresses our issue, no. And then Bawumia has not won. So MPP any candidate for now.
Yeah, me come on at you and say MPP for one more started a reorganize grassroots no. Me free no mo din komo. Yeah, say one more started from the grassroots and one more ehihia niam nyina aba. Enti ne work as executive for person janako any dey anya no credit.
Whilst the primaries is going on,
I don't think Prof knows what is constituency executives, regional executives. I don't think he knows what we're talking about. We're not talking about grassroots. You don't know, Prof. You don't know.
They declare a mass for one or this candidate. Enti me say, ni me pese come on say a man for no omo ho. MPP for supporters omo nkoto aba no. About 80 to 90% omo no omo ho. So who say anyama mo kan kire omo nyina na ndi for ba kan kire say sabi na eye etro e na omo abedi a kire omo. It say omo nu omo ho. Enti I'm telling you sir, whoever emerges as a flag bearer for MPP, no, he's going to floor you. More majority in parliament, you can do whatever you want. But when the people speak, you will see, sir, Muni Babijina.
Okay.
And they say,
Your prof.
MPP for candidates, you know, woman in him so be obenya kwabano or opportunity to lead the nation. And to the any one no. Fa, yes, you the MPP for so home fa number 2028, the basic Ghana.
Okay.
They say any parira hope, papa. And person can be biama a jaman for a raho. But any parira Christmas is one bed in the same. And go on getting kitty woman yo and no more kumbiari.
So enter your ones and go on getting no. Yeah, address
October, woman union, and ya kumbiari. But yes, your Ghana, a first one, Kokona near the GNE. So, and Timodia, Montana, na yasha. They say, Kennedy, Yana, sometime, Nebuhan Kakra, but Wahun said, sir, and on fast will be in some firm mine. And about me, answer so who says, well, no one, and a man for Shannon. In terms of what Tonable, or any campaign, on the idea 1 year for cran said, was so sinny, now you didn't so sinny, or so sinny, now you didn't so sinny. Ah, I dear Faber Bagano, on Timothy, I want to Mapawati. Your bayan ye, I'm a more who say, yes, in me.
Okay, yo, prof. More than 8 years old, into many years, and I don't know where it's coming from. But so far, me person addressing issues now. Eli Kemi raising very important issue about the strength of meaning someone crowd raise that. Yanko say issue no say national executives need decide say Yanko Congress. And sani abeyi regional constituency first saying polling station. NDC for the friend ward polling station here then was a wrong move. Say no cranny idea started say wiki party na man tokwa we nyina between Ken and Bawumia starting. What do you say?
Yo, if you are with a big Kwame Sempa, Nedi Kama Michi and TF4 near for and Elika Michi Alba Stephia Elika ma raise very good point. And as some way said the Udi can and yeah, and then your first time. Make the minimum says Abrabo ye bow bra starting free form. Now what Bob Brana Basro? Yeah, more brand free throw farmer for. Just like say Usidine. You build a foundation to have a good solid ground in the foundation before you build a structure. Now to make us all start this structure and they have a former BC foundation. And that's the same thing mechanic that be said. Sir, measures now you penny for no fast no. Wrong. Now more party no. Why they did that to favor one candidate. Send a bear other candidates, munya chance, because if you are delegated to a previous election or previous primaries, Bawumia. Now they know, says, ye early Congress, ni oma position and say Ambamua. Those new delegates be elected, definitely they are going to vote against Bawumia. It is now, what do we do? Let's maintain the old delegates so that we'll be able to elect Bawumia. Now, you know Bawumia as an early candidate. Now, Bawumia beba the catcher say, oh, you meet me no nyaduma, we meet me no nyaduma, we meet me no. It at the end of the day, no masaline Alan Crawford, Ken Crawford, whoever was contesting with Bawumia, Crawford in other side. Now, if I be a solid Bawumia base, it's a free or not to your can be them. As long as Yamiano, Yapon was saying, you also done it. Attend it right now, they wish they will go back to restructure the whole thing again, but which is not going to work. Are you too late? It is a say, no, I said, who do secret Diana Buakasim, Utu Amoja 1 2 so a proud. It's been there's almost 2 Ambojabes, Muslim tata. And then,
but oh, Pacha say the objective no was say undermine Canada Japan voting to no much that I say no.
Yeah, exactly.
But and no now cause tension between Bawumia company but Ken company.
No.
Okay.
If you Ken company Bawumia company there, tension now cause here. Yeah, funny say. Met my you so be to say abroad here.
Okay.
as a test case. Sir, as a leader, you candidate who di group or him say bia Ken wo the team, who team. Na say who obi ogina or kasama o platform so no odi other candidate atema. Na say who timi me condemn. We see say you are behind it. It in the Ken soon Crawford bears on very retaliate, but side no my one is a more and could you be at them. As a matter of fact, was setting good example, baby. Away. What they started from there too. Obi to say Kwekwana, Justice Kwekwana Kokamba Bawumia early primaries. Right away, our man warning. Kwekwana and third time of Oyina different human. No, I don't want to
go. Rather was protecting Bawumia no Kwekwana no.
Exactly, because that Ken doesn't want that insult politics. Say you condemn Obi to make me whitewash me. I don't want that. Yan con fair contest. Me winning, I'm a winning, but me winning. It on my one. Just last time, Alestete, to me as a he came out to condemn Alestete. Say you can't say that. And you know when Kokasa won't be able to no. You cannot follow me and as a be my follower to use those Reddits.
Okay, but what's the say they can assassin? But people are also saying, say, oh no, they attempt the in politics by you.
Oh, saying. Can't fight him the day in politics be my politics are ye. Yeah, can't start here. Rollins would only the attempt to boss to throw you now. And you can't and you deal with politics, my candidate started. And I attempt the day no more can if you have been saying. Can you be at them? Who says here, your friend will be bizarre? Who say can't do at them? Name one person I can't do at them individually. Name one to me. I'll be always who be a hawker. Ken was defending NPP on national platforms. Say, be a NDC for ya, dear. Now, of course, not from no Tiasia. He go and see the Omahin Community and I say Kabamu. No, I could defend it. And sometimes we all know how he expressed himself. Oh no, Obia Samahana, he wants to come out and say it. That doesn't mean so bad baby Obiate. Man, who's or can say, way a boy, way a passia, way a argument. And all the time, people misconstrue your confidence as an arrogant. And only a problem I got now. Last time I fear me, my scenario said, I brought you a chromo IET. Say, Obako school. Young fan free Ghana Kolako school na say akola ye ko school that be oti teacher kasano aye di obi a friend na no ko ubo na teacher for na friend parents buy di obuade o on pe kasa akola we do better class are quiet. Yes this akola ye papa in American system akola en ko school no transit din no pe kasa school board of director will call the parents and ask you say what's wrong with your child. One, is it traumatized? And now be Hano. We build confidence.
Okay. And confidence
exactly. Okay. And he can in all his life, no matter like I said, the grown-up adult life, he live here in the United States. And as confident as he is, they take that as arrogant. And only Ghanaian problem or face it. But the man is not arrogant. You have to get close to him to know, say, no. Asama papa ekai me fan konson ye ni na me so no say eto asuma na say eto aso one
yeah me etobo yeah mbese back to attaching any way fire ne ade no ali can tell you what
if you Jerry can no cry almost wakaba
Eric come you on me
almost wakaba na faga
yeah obi person dey message say o boss na e kan
Jerry is it Ghana
and Jerry come kasa.
Oh no, that means it's from you.
Oh yes, yeah, they attend kasa pa. But me Jerry me kasa ote.
I mete stuff here mete ba mete
Jerry kasa because me so mete kasa loud and very clear. He's loud and clear.
Jerry what you mean? Okay.
Mete Bawumia Crawford na unmute to me. I'm better.
But I can pato kasa.
Jerry what you mean?
Because Jerry, or see any person say, say the word motherfucker, excuse my French. You say, oh boss, Ken, the bar politics more status or through man in Crawford. Obi Crampon scientific for sending message say, oh boss, why you President Muhammad? In fact, media mechanic Charlotte said the and say, Charlotte say position, yeah, I easy no cry, Bessie Brano Coboy, that's one later. Or be part when a man in a man pressure say more on Casano or no be part. But he said it. It's the argument people say, oh boss, indeed, atema oboa. O boss na jitum say first no kasa mani try and then was say omo bi antrega say he's very matured.
Let's accept that, but basically now I can say obi to say President Mahama, His Excellency, can Abba Abonte how many times to apologize to him?
Okay,
he has come on boldly more than 3 times. Alekem is my witness. Just recent interview on UTV, he repeated himself or say he will apologize to Mama until say Mama will accept it finally. Because when who says I don't know all Yabuani party, no, he has realized that at the end of the day, they tag him say Bawumia Odi. And since the days of Moses, you know 10 commandments, you know. You until the Yamad the 11th commandment. In Tunisia, Yamad the 10 sins of Canada, Japan there. All for one in account member 11 commandments. It is the 10 sins, you know, or he will keep that 10 sins instead of 11 sins. It is not going to attack anybody. What no can say? And this is for the after the attacking this or the crowd or end this mama no end this informant or no more information. Look at all this. You compare to be pet. Yes, okay, now come information. Ridiculous.
Okay.
You know.
I like remember video people are saying so be a here sticker. Sticker there, or yeah, tinting kasi ang kanya. Hete, Vimwa sticker the supporting Canada Japan. Everybody needs a sticker in his campaign. I never get to yes, what I remember reply attaching engineer, but elegant manguza.
If you sticker, Nanka, on your politician, I am pretty sure say he would have been in Hollywood by now.
I'm telling you,
acting party, sticker is number 1.
What can you
hey, sticker?
Oh, well, it came.
Do you remember said sticker before Papa no original radio so no suma mama. Hey, I don't mean
you were genuinely crying though.
When they came to power, did you remember what the kind of things, the kind of nonsense sticker said to Ghana people? And at some point, you know, I'll say, I think, yeah, that is sticker for you. This guy can act, eh? And you see, when they came to power, the kind of things that they will say, he said there, and then you see, right now, look at sticker worshiping God. Hey, if in compare as some boy nyum keke, that's the kind about God. I can't then he would have hit his head on the ground.
So are you saying that the guy is not genuinely in Canada, Japan? Because I think he's genuine.
No. No. The guy is in Canada, Japan's camp. I'm just saying that he is an actor. And by the way, Stika is one of the most intelligent human beings in the NPP. Fact. That is a fact. He's a very intelligent guy. But the only thing is that the drama, no only say drama na kakra. No, the drama na it's just he can withdraw the drama, just talk your facts and just go. He's a very intelligent guy, and I respect him so much. But you see, those are some of the things that people play. Back to the NPP, like things like this. You are in a political place, Charlie. Hey, and you can even see the glory, not just because.
Oh, because she am boys, I think my boys here. I say, Jama, no, they know what Jim.
And I make when you are talking about a beautiful Hollywood actor, you see, when you get here, you can be able to adapt and be able to act like them. When you get here, you should be able to adapt and act like them. Stika, if you take Stika to Wulomore, he will worship Pepe like that. When you take him to Juju place, he will be like that. And when you take him to the mosque, Stika will pray in the mosque right now. Allow Stika, he will speak to you in Arabic. Like Stika is, I have faith in Stika. I have faith in Stika. The thing is that look, the funny thing about Prof,
about this Bawumia camp and is he expected this way come away because over the last week it's gone to another level where Adwasafo Atwama Bawumia Kennedy Japan say Mobi Anto Aba Mobi Odidi Matem. Mobi Anto Aba Mo because no Ken ba Anto Aba man. And the Ken Bawumia team now say release attaching and now pay more fire on a first Kennedy Japan camp. In the past, said Omokana also been passed by fire Bawumia camp. Did you expect this kind of hardcore Unibiana? Is it the same as Funka Games and are different?
If you let me tell you something, it is very, very unfortunate that Bawumia's camp themselves, they have created their own problem, just like the NPP. You see, the people in the leadership of the NPP today are the ones who elected Bawumia. So the thinking is the same. The thinking is the same. And that is what Jerry said earlier. Jerry Karcher will say, these same people voted for Bawumia in the past. So the orchestration is that let us get these same people to vote for him again. The thinking is the same. Sure. If I ask you, do you know that an average person who may not be a Ghanaian, if you ask him, the person say, how many people are running in the NPP elections primary? You know, they will say only 2 people.
Yeah.
You know that. You know why? Because Bawumia's team have given credence to Kennedy Japan. They themselves have lifted. They lifted him up. They lifted him up because you see, if he was not a co-equal, if he was not a big deal, you wouldn't talk about him. The people who are not big deals, you hear about Bawumia come talking about them. They don't talk about anybody else. So, and you see, mark my words, if you know, 2024, you and I, we had these conversations here. And everything that I said about the NDC came to pass. And what is happening right now is also coming to pass. Here, if Bawumia should win the next primaries, if Bawumia wins the next primaries, it will take a miracle for Bawumia to win the next primaries. Because, you see, what his people are doing, if Bawumia has any level of intelligence left, he should call everybody to book. Look, don't ignore if forgive my language, Jerry, if they have anything to say here, they should ignore Kennedy Japan. Stop talking up. Don't mention his name, crap. If they go anywhere, they ask about Kennedy Japan. At least pretend as if it doesn't exist. Who are you talking about? And if you have anything sensible to say it to the people of Ghana. Did you see the video I posted when Bawumia was saying that when they come to power, they will have this thing and only NPP people will get work? Somebody should advise him. That? Oh, it's on my wall. I can send it to you.
Let me see.
And then I wrote there, say, who is advising this guy? That is the kind of thing. When you remember when the national elections, when Bawumia gets 10 votes, Napo will go and destroy 7. Now what they are doing is that some of the few sensible people in Bawumia's camp, when they go and bring 10 votes, Bawumia himself and some of the leaders of Bawumia camp, they will go and throw away 15.
Vote by attacking Kennedy Japan.
Absolutely. You don't have to say anything to him. If you look, but after today, have you heard any policy thing that Bawumia have said? Have you heard anything that he has said today?
No.
But you
Bawumia campaign. So can digitization, can job creation, what can
it is possible. It is possible.
What about EFS and funding for party grassroots for executive?
If you are going for national elections, this is, you see, the only thing you were able to say is funding for national executive, which you and I know he won't do. You and I know he won't take Ghana money to fund the party executives. You and I know that.
The parties cannot see what the
party knows that's the party work. So I'm saying to you, sir, they don't seem to have anything to say. By now, if the same Bawumia who asked Mr. Atta 170 questions cannot ask any question. He is not saying anything sensible. And like Kennedy Japan said, even national elections, they were just digitalization. You see what you did right now? We are talking about a former vice president. We're talking about a guy who worked in the Bank of Ghana. So the only thing that you can say about him is digitization. And again, you and I know, we've proven to the people of Ghana said, Bawumia didn't start anything digitization. You saw the video of which he himself admitted. And again, if you don't have, I will send it to you. And it is there, it is online. He himself admitted, say, the mobile ultra interoperability, no, NPP, NDC phone, yeah. That's kind of that. He said it on Committee Faka's program. And you know, he didn't do anything new, but then he tried to coin these words and confuse people like Prof. And then they got excited. Unfortunately, the people of Ghana saw through the noise. You see, the people of Ghana, you can't take them for granted. If Bawumia's team doesn't have anything to say, if they have anything to say, they would have been talking by now. Look, have you heard how many ministers Bawumia said he is going to rule the country with? Have you heard how many regions he is saying that he may create or may not create? Have you heard how many hospitals he said he will build? Have you heard how many schools he said?
When he was flag bearer for NPP, he did
I'm talking about now. Now
I haven't heard. But first,
I'm talking about President of Ghana. Who's he coming from? If you're Jai, sir. Yes, sir. I'm talking about correct. You got correct affairs. I will say. Two boys, Prof. To boss. The thing, Prof. I said about Babaka. Would the move? The Babaka said, "Would the move? About me to boss. You can't. Pen for Prof. Pen the paper for pen the paper. Natural. Some make.
Money all and the annual campaign and not Prof. Mbra.
See, Bawumia's people. There are 5 candidates. In fact, one of the first people to attack Bawumia was Brian Achampong. For some reason, the Bawumia team, they're not attacking him. And you see Brian Achampong is slowly going down. He's vanishing.
Why?
Because they are not giving him credence. The Bawumia team is not giving him
Okay.
He's going down. Educhum rise up, giddy. Almost say education. He said he did it. They are not responding to him. They are not saying anything to him. Nobody can even see Educhum on the sheet. But Kennedy Japan, Bawumia's team themselves have realized that look, they are looking up to him. And you see what Kennedy Japan is doing. Just like Jerry is saying, hey, they have called us. They said don't attack Bawumia. Why? Because Bawumia is nothing to them. He's nothing to them. He is nothing to them. And because he is nothing to them, they don't see a reason to talk about him. The people you look up to are the people you talk about. If you don't look up to a person, you don't talk about a person. And so long as they continue to talk about them, January, I'm saying, it will shock them. And by the time they finish the election, they will realize you would have.
You are saying you are predicting Bawumia Beluzu.
I'm not predicting. I'm telling you, Bawumia Beluzu Poto.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Prof. What do you also think this back and forth between Bawumia camp and the Ken camp? Then I cover we are normal to say Alan any Kufuado there and Kufuane a Kufuado there normal yet say NDC Fonka games and I couldn't do near Tamils there and normal.
Okay, we are starting free a check akra. See, I have 2020 elections, 2012 elections, 2016 elections. Ninyana President Mahama and any team and a contest in Ninyana. So, enti ni American say Bawumia and say Kennedy and Brian Obia Bawin no. The team no MPP for they will rally behind him. Just in politics, name recognition is very, very important. And that is why President Mahama was given every opportunity. Even when he lost by 1 million votes, people never lost hope in him. They gave him the chance. And then 2020 and 2024, we see the outcome. And the Americans say Bawumia, say Kennedy, say Brian, Obio Belidi, MPP, no, or enough time to bring the people together. I'm telling you, to bring the people together. Just look at what Mahama did. He lost over 1 million votes. He became very miserable. But by and large, he was able to put himself together and then told the nation, said, these are the things I did wrong. So please give me another chance. And now look, the number of votes he won is more than anything that we cannot imagine. So what I'm telling you is that Kennedy Japan, Bawumia, anybody, Obenya chance to represent MPP, no. The first thing that person will tell the nation is that we have realized the mistakes we did. And so now we are coming with what? Clean sheets. So join us and let us do the job for you. And
Okay.
that's going to work.
Party said this Bawumia camp attacking Kennedy Japan. Kennedy Japan camp attacking. In fact, what I say, you catch the mom attacking Kennedy Japan. But Bawumia camp no so feel say, I can camp and starting attack no. And almost I say, yeah, gentle at check. In the sense we release and crop almost attack your movie. It is this so I'm bakery when and every in a buy.
Well, Chesi Obia who said, Dr. Bawumia de Obia anti Sabia some phone for num. And I can't so the camp on the crown, meaning say, we are aware, Tomo can be a and ya dear, 2 o'clock round and him for said was it could 2 or more him for yes, Sabi wa home brass yenti, ye bediwachi, wa home brass yenti. Kennedy, as soon as I did, no more nonsense was sacra. So, and to work us when you do be at them down. Kennedy, mean tenants sacra, no party for instance, 1 month to a manua, never ban, say. But what you are saying is, dear.
I money land.
I was not to correct one thing.
Yeah, can say.
Prof, ya te phone be brave ba we Bawumia no. E wan te akasemante, yen ya te be brave.
So what did you be at them?
That be your party say the camp. I didn't even count such a personality. So camp against camp. And him fan a punchlines if you because everyone in the every both side because Bawumia camp. Abronye or Bawumia camp.
Yes.
Abronye or Bawumia camp.
Meaning
Bawumia camp. I said I don't cement to about mobile did the attempt. Or Bawumia camp.
They say no.
Attach
here. But the two teams, you know, so you elected a flag bearer, no, they will come together. But I brought you there.
Say historically, a normal say co-prime minister.
Yes. And this is Krabia Smuda. I'm not quite to 10 home. So, ABC Muda Manana quite watching, one crown any kunu, a president. They say in the Banso by NPP. Yes, it's almost fear no. Obi him how they were living. The same house, the same family. Where a National Democratic Party, and we see here NDC. Kakran. And the parties are there. Divisions, you know, but the smart ones, you know, are able to patch up. No more combo because 1 combo more. Obedinku go to be 1 combo more. Obedinku go.
No matter how we attack each other, they affect Ochina 2028 candidate on you know any 2028 elections.
2024 no. Usha no attacking no. And a NPP for lose bitterly because Kennedy, listen, no, see attack Bawumia, and I say, Alan, so once watching when you just said, and the Ukrainian party near Bassa, did the American say, almost young answer. They say, Mahama Kennedy, a businessman, Mahama minimum contract or the amount, but so to me Bawumia, Yako, and Bawumia so Tim Kennedy Yako. I
would say this is unfair. This is unfair to Kennedy.
Bro, because these are some of the things that Prof. I want to answer Prof here.
Whoever wants
Prof.
You are being unfair. Mama contract on the Kennedy. You see, if you want to say me earlier, no. Omunam no mo keka say afraid you can't cry your informant, mama. You know, you guys need to Prof. You live in abroad. You live in abroad. You live in USA. Stop this.
No, and
as educated as you are, you don't talk like this on national
NPP
TV.
here, Kennedy, 100 times. NPP here, Kennedy, 100 times. And we will work to keep him within the party.
Jerry, don't waste your energy.
Kennedy,
Prof,
to keep him in the
Prof
party.
has nothing to say.
Period.
You are saying
because now because unim contract ya dia makena mama dia mama contract no dey come it was sign contract they say Oma Bawumia annual election man.
Oh, that be one thing here.
Me say I heard
that's what you said.
My refreshing here. What I wanted to say is say MPP ba government more contractor beer can be a best one so obi part be beba. Don't open anymore. And Tino be say Bawumia and Kennedy and a Bawumia, they will all come together and lead the nation. It won't any year because MPP for here Kennedy Almost
If you
100 times.
1 second, what you say my Prof Kai no?
2024.
Prof say,
one compare
the Bawumia bar.
On one conscious call Lucy. So, Mama inside, no, what your mom share. Now, the American said 2028, no, Wobahuni about Ghana.
Okay, Prof.
One way. Over million votes. Then, what you about in the pound? Sana, MPP for one baba. Why? Whether can you
survive all these things?
MPP
Prof, you are going circle. The same thing you keep repeating.
Prof say, Bawumia bar. And again, I'm not saying Ken is not qualified. So Ken you qualified though, when you qualified though, contract Benyano, soon say this is the thing that is destroying Ghana. How can you say things like this when we are going for primaries? Say contract on Nipa Benyano, soon chin. How do you know that? How do you get jumped there? That we will give you plenty of money.
To be fair, I think he was just trying to.
No,
I'm saying the tree sometimes how many, not the specific terminology no be used to know. But about to contract but
why will he say that? What I'm saying is that no. I agree with you. But exactly. Jerry is qualified. It's more qualified than Kennedy Japan in maybe 2030. But I can maybe Jerry is more qualified. How did you determine that he will get contract? Why are we going to be contract at this point?
Okay.
At this point,
I get your point.
Yes, I disagree with Prof. Some more can be brave. Because it's some not canning, I mean, who Nitin, I mean, who night, he keep going circle and circle and repeating the same thing. One, MPP for a call, parliamentarians and ministers, Obiano Awanya contract, they get almost Pianya contract. But the question is the contract no Mojiano, and for so bad, the Basuma Ghana. Etino say Kennedy, any and the contract, and or deep way you move. If you let me give you a good scenario. Because but one Prof brought this, I'll bring it in. E-Gate, right? How many dollars ne cost to Bawumia say also I could build the E-Gate? $250 million for E-Gate?
No, Bawumia na contract na I'm the my company. Say Bawumia na contractor.
He almost spearheaded here. He told Ghanaians that it cost $250 million just to build an E-Gate. Now, Obia is $6 million. They are building cardio and dialysis center. Kolebu 37 military hospital, which accommodate about 80 beds. The cost involved was $6 million. In Sia, Obiso I call building gate. I'll do any cost for it cost Ghana $250 million. Are you kidding me? Bawumia ne ken wan abogana chrono. They are something you want somewhere more. Yeah, Papa Nama want to say we shouldn't talk. But if this is the tangent Prof want to go, I'm going to expose his candidate. What the 250 million building E-Gate? Come on.
Analysis don't
tell me, man. Don't come and tell me, sir. Yama Ken contract. Ken is getting contract.
You see, the bottom line is
I don't want to go there. If I told Kasa, just keep quiet, let me talk. Keep quiet, let me talk. Who a penny? You don't do that.
Also, I say, what I don't say.
What the Kasa?
Me Kennedy, also, what or number pro soon, the man is campaigning what he can do for Ghana. Ordinary Badian can will be bad in the opinion. Or say, maybe decentralized ministries, or the Ministry of Agric, or Beko Northern Region, Ministry of Tourism, or Beko Volta Region, Energy, or the Beko where the Beko Central. That is what we call ideas, rich ideas. And near me, Bebo, mine, and own oka. me ba ma wo say bro Ghana yetimi de bro ye we yetimi de bro ye we yetimi de bro ye we bro kwan ye niema mako over 40 and I say over 32 niema na enya free banchimu over 13 product na enya free bro mu kube yenya niema over 10 ewo mutino. These are jobs are all kase se be ba kube banchi bro eso on fast work chain gold. He said it emphatically. Just as I can you bet me ashred niema all kana Ghana yetiena supermoa. Ghana is rich, but because
but touch him once I say na muslim beya Ken or NPP more over 20 years. I don't know why.
I feel thank you. Attach your beer. Me I say the be an law no yeah no anya Greek and count. He doesn't even understand what Ken is saying. Or yeah, just law. What better attach as send you do a broker, he probably don't know how to plant a bro seed. Yeah, all that I'm saying they say. So who can say Ken or Pali no MPP that the one farmer? I collaborate your best. That means oh yeah, propaganda politics. Yeah, me can be Tiano. And Rafa is a bar bonte say they are going on YouTube for interview. I only saw Bawumia picture on it. I don't know Bawumia na kokasa na attach and kojika kasa. Because they know Bawumia go now be go for livika. Attach himself on no for so a gangari and okwa yi semano. And some okoka on me ba third grade across at the what is he talking about? Akola get you me ba third grader 7 years. Oh, attach
him no poncho and I want to attach him na.
Poncho me so no ko so ko poncho. Asama okoka ni nyansa ba akukura nim excuse my French. And some of if you tell me say interview attach your career.
No, competence second in emotional intelligence. Can you qualified based on your kana vision now? Ken is only qualified as a trade minister and not as a president.
Look at that.
President Betna Konyaso will swear oath of secrecy. Na Ken go only secrecy ya. It will only no patron na man swear oath of secrecy ya. Otna no the cabinet as ma beto abonten. I know si penny game mante Ken in him side and your for. He said all those things.
Afia.
The person responded,
Mami respond. Ken or say Ken nim oath of secrecy. Me pacho. So again recent and near my SCC another Ken be cast obey president and some okay can be new idea. Because a comobia Ken ni improphobia di including on no attach here. And yan I know coca motherfucker case here. And some of Kafra Kufuado who go Heathrow Airport track Ken. If Ken doesn't know how to keep secrets, Ken would have revealed it to a Kufuado. And yes, a Kufuado man in a ministerial position. That is another secret. Yes, attach here and that's what did concern or yeah, a Kufuado track Ken. And some of Kafa, a Kufuado can track Ken or Heathrow Airport.
I think keeping a secret till today.
Today, Saka Ken and keep us secret, no, Bekatra Kufuado, or no, be Otimi keep secret. Ken would have revealed that secret to a Kufuado for a Kufuado not to appoint attach her as a minister. What is he talking about?
If you Ken also mentioned, sir, the details of the conversation he won't release yet.
Up to date,
he has not released it, and he also said,
there are more damning things.
He also said that under President Kufuor, AU Village, he bought a $500,000 home and dash Atachia. But for Atachia to
Atachia responded and Atachia said, no, he has also pushed this thing to Ken. Say Ken will deed now of Ambra, deed no covering a dine of Ambra. Second was the document covering the house of Amra. Over anything that will prove so I'm more no attaching. So he is responded. He has also responded.
Mami Mukakra. Second cause or told them my touching. It could be friendship way. Bia Ken Mahuda do or is legal on person koto.
But when you like on top
so say Ken may prove the deed any way. Bia is not on document, right? I'm just assuming ABI is not on document. Okay, Mahuda we me koto me call $100,000, but Charlie me grab 50. Me 50 so oh, I remember 50 account now there.
Okay.
He probably can give you that money. That doesn't show.
Official check no can never check him ra.
Sometimes he contradicts himself. Ken can just go out there and write a check and backdate it on that day. No, they are better saying, how about that? Sometimes I think because I touch him because law school no I trust you. I don't think they have it. Because as smart as he is and call himself as a lawyer, you don't sit on national radio or national TV to say such things. Make me call law school.
But you should be fair in your language to him.
Thank you. I'm trying to bite my teeth. If you have assembly to so what I say, because of I say, Ken should bring the checker. Minute checker, make quack of family old check. I write the amount and put that date on it. Now the better a date I'm demanding. And also, can you defend that? Sometimes when we are speaking, we should be in. Yeah. If you ask me, let me put it there.
But Ken team, no, I must have a more team and say, no, and ya touch your bone or dinner, sir, a dinosaur, no, or say, or the Kate Yamon. Kate Yamon, I think that any time because Kate Yamon can also jump in and come and say something else. Into a say, let that matter die. What I say, but over Jerry, this year I'm also more responding to one started, sir, young Kawin, one started here. Bawumia come na attack him first, and I'm attacking Bawumia. And
thank you for asking this question, and I met me go to get that was asking. You know when all this started? It started when they decided to go for thank you talk.
Okay.
Number one.
Elikem kasa same way.
Omuko ya na omuko thank you talk no. Omuko share no na omo being said. So thank you to itself no. Let's bring Ken in. Near fan corner yakwa embarrassing the public at trade delegates. This is how we're gonna put our structure. Yeah, the neko we are. Yakwa ada say ebe mo no di kan kasa na ye we are ne kasa no kan ni ama others na by to come and condemn his speech or disown the associate ourselves from what he will say. No, they made him talk or first thing I call Coca say already buy no or the child panema delegate and from so be NPP ayom ade be NPP yam etia ombiano ojina penifo nyina na mo pom chew enti mo fan cheye na mo no going forward no you be correct your mistakes na fe ye ba mu bi ye be kai no yes and quite o kan we awaka bone o kan we ye no anyom de Ena, I think that one of them came, but Yamana Kasa. During that time, the same platform. Memodin, Nanabi, Obi Kobo, Nanabi assume our platform. Say, why would they allow Ken to speak before them? And we Katasumu Muaso. Emma, Yankawa Sembio. Omuko Pie, was it Bruno Regional baby? Can Casaria pet and Oma Bronya bear attacking?
On the okay.
So attacking started from there. And Oma attacking no. Oma attacking Abronya Casaria Okon. I want you to go back and watch the video. Abronya Casaria pet and Odan no Kosheki Bawumia man 5. Okay, my real Jumana, my real Nina. And Okotrance. We all saw it. I don't think Coacham can so slow. Yes, ba Ashanti region or baby. Oh, but near be working ni pasekan. Yeah, just say.
Okay, you know.
Yeah, thank you. It is a yes orchestrated plan and well calculated thing. I know more yeah. To it can't shade in or say baby I didn't con one shot. You be cool be bashelo. Let me redraw. And or chain who free. Thank you to no contrary fee. Adreno. That is why can't free moon and the best see because can't free now for thank you ton is not relevant. Uncle by Biafra camera be a new mochi. Obekaya after Ken withdrawal no name one constituency by year more omunya publicity no. They didn't get it. And in a year will be show mumu. a free ho, and I feel me Nimnia, a quarter and I brought your quarter to me radio. Kodi di Ken attempts and the sin at the end, and send me walk rabbit to me, nor did the Sunday cum, bed drilling in our 12. Nina was a plan what they are provoking because you're in second year. Ne kuma hand in Tinuko Kana.
I did say about me team a sponsor a brought to attack Ken.
Thank you. Etino, Iba Abronya was fully sponsored. Say, Jik, Yajuma we my, Nayan Chino, because that's the only time I'll be Yano. And I young team Nibi Nusuya, but trade your dear Papa Trans here. Say, listen, I do a set up. They want you to come out to retaliate to what is going on. Don't utter a word, don't say a word, let them do. Omuya, at the end of the day, is rather going to elevate you. Send the Elikam Kayan. Almost starting somebody can begin to get that sympathy support.
Vote, okay.
And you vote sympathy support. I feel now some of the Bawumia camp no plan to come over Bawumia. Obviously, I feel the Muyama Brusso. That be the Yamuya Ken is right. Then people start shifting to Ken. I know many also, but now it's too late to stop Abronya. And then Abronya continue pushing. Obia Besone so. Yes, we say two things on the internet near there. There are no bloggers na there. But any frontliner from Ken camp did not utter a word. Or media Abronya temp, ya ni Bawumia temp, ya country. If you talk about bloggers now, yes, Obia can the other day. But frontliners may become nobody utter a word.
The big question I be Uncle Phobus and Sentiaban said Bawumia, we need this racer. Can there be unity to the extent that Ken Beckers or best supporting on
that? That's a good question, but I would rather want you to vice versa. Second, we near Bawumia for Rombebana.
Yeah, but who knows? They say who Ken camp. That's why I'm asking you. That's you know. Bawumia nebe we near. Ken Ben any bet me na kwa ba ye adwuma na.
Sir, ebe depending on 24 no. National executive, any whatever community their name is. But you ask us, Ken who we near, would they also join? Because the status are brewer.
Okay.
I didn't know if you have formed by the corner, Ken is winning. There's no amount of Akola band there because Ken is winning. One, sir, last prime minister, a coin and Bawumia government machinery. Okra police council, military, one armed forces, commander-in-chief of Ghana, so Akufo-Addo, Tadachi, name it, all security apparatus, everybody, ministers, MD, NCD, whatever they call them, including Prof. Otihebi, Obinyata Bawumia. Ekosi saying, Ekomaya 41%. Electoral commission crowd or time I had the results in 9 constituencies in Beka. It's dropped to 38.2. But it's okay, let's maintain the 41%. Because 41% came in and now there's still a standing nine police station by. After Sana and Beka, it came to 38.2. But yeah, now so some of us we know Bawumia got 38.2. Thank you. It is a Samutia said, Sadipa way you're presenting in Ghana. You're marketing for 16 solid years. Now, I say 16 years, Ababa put the answer in Franco. I don't see any logic in this. If you are no more references, say, Kufuor Kufuor compressor. If you think about it, and yes, I need Canada. You call back, a Dubai call back, your Pamono. John Mama and Kasa Yaka, John Mama won in his first term. Dr. Hilary Man, or call back, we need Dr. Buzia, or we need first time or coin. It is a son of Canada, and yet there's so many references. We shouldn't even go there.
Okay.
As politicians, don't tell them, we call a Akufo-Addo Akomienu, Kufuor Komiesa. That means about me become pregnant. In the would fought in a systematic way, yeah. Bawumia will go 4 times before winning.
Okay.
Let's put that aside.
But Mami Musa we answer na prof or prof person me say who Bawumia camp officially and na mayehu. Alika meba ho, but I want them to sort this one out first. Meba ho pa. whether Prof or Bawumia camp officially and a Prof, because you are speaking
Well,
like
I'm not a registered member of Bawumia. I'm not a registered member. The last time I registered for this line was in 1992. Ebikrani and Womo Mubi. Now, the American said, Jerry, said, Ken or her.
Oh, Bawumia, oh, team Bawumia.
May will be a or minor or bet me a koyanim.
Is that Ken and is that Educhu Mana Bawumia?
Ken a diabaqua metanachi. Duchuna diabaqua metanachi.
It will officially only Bawumia camp.
Menini camp. But maybe I'm stand for progress. Here, I stand for progress.
Why
oh, my name. Mr. Obio Baba, and your first, you know,
the knockout.
Yeah, oh, Nigeria Samban Waka, Kennedy crowd, Kasma Oka, Kawakase Jaika. Kennedy, Jerry Smoke, Kennedy Waha, Kawakase Jaika. What I'm saying is that Mumia Mua will be obedi or mananim. No man, I ye, you never be
Prof.
Sir, Kennedy Baba, young United, and the Makacho said, Kennedy, let me say that again. MPP for here Kennedy, because or adrenaline MPP for here Bawumia, MPP for here Brian, and Tisa Nipa means somebody party, or be a department more a year. Now, Mommy try say, young won't you, whatever 2024, I'm near 2 MPP for no, some want you, Edna Mikacho say, Kennedy Crow, Kajarin, some of the brow can Kawaka say, withdraw. Because on any abris will be your mind in him. A combo first will be. Some of them can you name one? Saying,
Baba Prof, second win is a
yes, but
can there be unity for the general election?
I'm telling you, sir, second winner, Bawumia will never run away. Or support no. Because he likes unity within the party. Take it from me. I think you are recording this. Into the Kennedy winner, Bawumia will never run away. Bawumia will never run away.
Okay, you ever heard?
Yes.
You ever heard
Brian will also not run away. They will all follow him.
Okay.
I'm telling you, right. Brian will never run away.
Okay. And someone because Brian Subeka said Bawumia Faka Prama Eastern region. He had to bankroll everything from
yes.
24 Kanina Wachia and an Atosia Kasomo Bawumia Moa or Mono Munina Janino. So I don't know how
there'll be a time they'll come together to fight.
Okay.
With a strong arrowhead. Yes.
How this compares to Funka Games? Because I know between Funka Games, at Tamil Kamden and Akunedu camp, you two Abanu and Ukunedu team now and support it for the campaign. If I take you back to 2004, Obeda Samuamu Diano, NBC Congress, and I was there, I reported all those Congress up to Tamadeni, and I reported. When Obeda Samuamu Semneba, Roman Kobwa, Rollins and Crawford, executives, no, Anya campaign. They have to do the campaign on their own. And the Prof normally it's a division bar. They are not losing, especially acrimonious. They say Obeda Samuamu time, no. They will not go and support. I want you to see. Do you think that the Omumi and Uka way we need a support possible?
Yes. I firmly believe in this. Until they will come together.
Okay.
They will come together. Look, in 1979, power election of honor. Samoka yeah. Ama President Lima Baby T Victor no. And then you know a man for team. But Sabi, one way about for no moon the history of the political party. Kakran, they were able to regroup and about winning power. Until you can hano. Modia Mumia and share 2028, all of them will come together and then fight a worthy cause to win power, to move the nation ahead.
Do you think they're probably possible? Taking Funka Games
let me. You will be such a question, me and Nubi. I mean, let me answer some before you continue. One, you ask, say, Ken has been in the NPP for all of these years. Why hasn't he? If you was it about me, I would told you I say even Vice President cry or be anti, you know. Is it not Bawumia who told us that even him as vice president, nobody was taking his advice?
Yeah.
So if Vice President Krampo, nobody was taking his advice, then a common MP who is not even a minister, who would have listened to him? That is one. Secondly, we'll say, will they help? And then, and this part, let me be very careful and let me be passionate. I'm a healthcare, let's say healthcare worker by technicalities. See, let's be careful the way we talk about people's health. If we are going into an elections, and again, Jerry and Co, forgive me, if people can make statements like opening somebody's head is not different from opening your mouth. It's not different from opening your stomach. It's not different from opening your chest. It's not different from opening your leg. It is all your body.
Am I a C-section? Exactly. Doesn't affect your health.
Exactly. No, like, people fall sick and they go to the hospital. There is nothing wrong with it. You can go under surgery and by the way, people who have gone through some of these surgeries are healthier than people who have not gone through anything. Because maybe what they know now, you don't even know, say, you have bigger problem. So this, and I listen to matured MPP people saying things like, and I'm saying that for healthcare purposes, we cannot. You see, the next thing that is going to happen is that even if somebody say, the doctor tells somebody that, oh, you know, there is a little bit of tumor in your head, we need to do this. The person will say, because we can't stigmatize things like that. And the reason why I say that carefully is that when you make some of these statements, it goes beyond politics. And when you win, it becomes very difficult for the person to work with you. Because you are the one.
Because of seminal market canon.
It has gone past it has gone past politics. When you go into healthcare and you go to family lives, you are breaking any opportunity to reconcile.
First and foremost,
somebody called yes. And you hear people say things like that, and you are asking yourself, say, why will somebody open his mouth to say a thing like that in politics just for the sake of? And again, even if it is true, like what? So what? Like you don't know what happened. You don't know what the person did. You don't know.
The money is even more dangerous if you take 2028 elections. People said the same thing about Atamos. Right. Atamos went on to win the elections in 2028.
Exactly.
And became the president. And we should be careful how we use to say, even before Atamos died, there were people who didn't show one sign of sickness.
Exactly.
Exactly. Health conditions can happen to anybody.
Thank you. So let's put that away. Let the MPP stop this nonsense. It doesn't make any sense.
Prof, will be a deacon at them.
Prof, let's not go.
Hold on.
You see, and so let this end today. Bawumia has gone under the knife before. Almost a lot of people who are that age have gone under the knife before. There is nothing wrong with it. It doesn't diminish your functionality as a human being. It doesn't destroy anything about a person. So let's put that aside. Now to the matter. You see, again, as something I was about Fonka and then Nana Konodu and the NDC party near the end. You see, and that is why you see when Prof is doing the, let's just say politics now. You don't even understand. You don't even understand why Prof is saying things like that. Because
beyond the show, okay, go ahead.
That is fine. For example, now earlier on Okasaya copy say if you back roll is if you now nipa baku now the whole house you don't even know who is who. And I'm like, you don't know the Abu Jinapos and the John Jinapos. You don't know them. You don't know the
I know that.
The NDC's vice chair Abanga and the brother who is in the NPP. You don't know Harashid Bawa and the brothers. You don't know all of this stuff. Like
Bawumia family, yes.
Bawumia himself. So why will you go? Why will you go to the gutters like that? It's unnecessary. The fact that Nana Konedu started another party. I mean, come on, Prof. You don't do some of those things. So to the point is that, again, if you're to some extent, you are right. But that is again that proves the point. Prof point say things have happened in the past. It didn't destroy any party. Just like you are saying, Kofoedia, as a trouble, as a trouble in that bemu. At the end of the day, the parties survived. So for you, for executive to say, we saying in term now one time you best solve it. I mean, why are you preparing for one? Why are you preparing for all of them? Why can't we hold elections 2 years to the elections? If there is any problem, call the people indoors, talk to them. If they won't listen, that is fine. Move on, because the choice of the people, nothing will wash it away. Nothing.
I just even remember as Elikem Okaze ya BOB to say that Bawumia ko yi ne hani a London. Sorry,
it's a stroke or something like that. Almost I didn't call London.
Yeah, I still surgery in London.
Where your personal issue?
Health should not be the subject of any political discussion.
That is why I said. That is why I only said that. That is why I said that Bawumia also went under the knife.
They are all working together. The Omo can be, and they all come out clean.
Okay,
Prof, use the mute. Prof, use the mute button, Prof. That is why I said that Bawumia also went under the knife. Full stop. So let us put that aside. So if you're it's a contest. Even has Kotoko. It is a contest. So there will be conversations, there will be bragging, there will be all kind of things that will be done. But at the end of the day, does that mean that Katakwa and has not anything? One person will win, one person will lose, there will be a draw. So for a party executives to sit down and the brilliant idea they can come up with is that let us build the roof first. And then when we finish, we can build a lentil level. And when we finish, we can then build down. To think like that. And again, Prof, you don't understand what I'm saying. You think I'm talking about grassroots. You don't understand. So just listen. Don't worry about it. For a party to think that they can just circumvent the process and hand over the leadership, because you see, Prof, if you don't know, when a party loses power, the leadership of the party is the headquarters. The party chairman, the general secretary, the organizers, they become the leadership. Now, the only reason why they want to relinquish the leadership to another person quickly, because the moment they elect a flag bearer, that flag bearer becomes the leader of the party. So that person is in charge of everything. That person is in charge of fundraiser and everything. I'm not talking about campaign team, Prof. You don't seem to understand. I'm not talking about campaign team.
Your point is made. Your point is made. I'm saying, yes. Man, what I wanted to find out was to say,
yes,
Nana Predo never joined the main campaign team after losing Fonka Games.
That very one, yes.
Is it likely? And I'll try a NPP crowd, but even Alan Akufo-Addo, people never joined a Nanado campaign to win elections. There were very clear divisions until Omu win here, and you find even MPs who were on that side. I am more appointment in that. And the Aslam person who are responding to Aslam and program together. Sometimes
no,
they may never come together. Especially in acrimonious, Jerry can say, Jerry, excuse my friend, this become very personal. Yes, sir. Unity is very dicey.
Yes.
Unity is very dicey.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying, that it goes beyond politics at this point. And because it goes beyond politics, it becomes very difficult. And thanks to the lazy NPP national executives, in case one person loses, they have 3 years. 3 years to decide on anything they want to do. Because that is one of the reasons why the old people who had brains in the NPP, the Daroches, decided that if we are out of power, 2 years, a year. If we are in power, 1 year. For some reason, this GFK money at the end, they feel say, look, we can't. So let us.
They are lazy.
They're completely being lazy. The process should have been followed. They should have stayed as leaders. They should have made sure, because you see, they lost elections to 2024 December. Then 2025 December, By January, per 1 year, you don't want to be leaders again. You want to hand over leadership to somebody else. And that person runs everything from their office now. That is pure laziness. That is purely not taking accountability. You did not even allow the party to even accept the defeat less than in a year. Okay. You need at least 2 years for this to go into the people, gradually work your way back. But what you are doing now, you see, what the best you will get is that if Bawumia wins, the best you will get is that Kennedy Japan will keep quiet for the next 3 years. That is the best you will get. Well, the worst is that he will form a party or he will go independent. The best Kennedy Japan will get is that Bawumia will keep quiet. The worst is that he will form a party because 3 years is a long time.
I know it's dangerous when Kennedy Japan start to cast or fight or yeah party. Any NPP better
and one last thing. Were we not here in Ghana when NPP said that they said what trim delegate process and they were allowing every NPP member to vote, So what happened? That they are gradually chopping off all of those. They did voting, and over the whole country, they did elections for thousands and thousands of people. Right now, from what I hear, 220,000 delegates. How come the NPP is going back to the delegate process? Again, because someone is being lazy. You are supposed to raise funds from the branches, constituency, region, national, before you come to the flag bearer elections. Okay. This one, you are just demanding money from 5 people. And you have to do delegate elections. Okay. And cancel cancel the proxy vote. You are canceling so many things because you want one person to win. I wish them well.
Okay. Yeah, speaking about the proxy vote.
About proxy vote. Against proxy vote,
No, I feel literally came proxy vote, yeah. From where the angle he is coming from now, you may think that and can be favor. But in other words, it was going to go against us. Right? Eric, let me explain to you. Proxy, they are structure NPP the two we even fight for it. Remember Ropa?
Yeah.
Nanka okay if say Komumbe follow the same structure and enkoye bias it was good. But what was going to happen, they said last primaries now to abana yet kromo yetio also to abano through electronical. Obianya email, the email na you send it across Osaka tell them what to be. The next thing we heard, they say the whole diasporans in US has thrown their support behind one candidate, which is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. We're winning 100%. It started from all this proxy. It come by and they say, oh, Sanet here, and the proxy in your bioma, says I do ACBO. And they start fighting and say, no, proxy in the Ebebaso. They were fighting it because it was going to benefit one candidate. Now, you cancel proxy. I don't know if you have followed it very well. Ubo said there's some sort of particular group will be there fighting for it. They even wanted to take it to court and blah, blah, blah. You know the camp that they are fighting for. You see that in Narazos, they are coming from this particular camp. That is what they are fighting for. The woman said, you find they said Nipa 30, and I said Nipa 50. E wo proxy wo kromwa. Ye wo NPP penifo wo kromwa. Let me use US as a reference. Me mo bi edin. Omuti kromwa. What they do ni say me Jerry, you come to me and ask, Jerry, Robert me akogana kotwaba. Me so that be due to my problem in college school near the me ko. Oh, and they will proxy the farmer me, right? No, I Jimmy proxy. Oh, that be me proxy farmer. Oh, that would the farmer me will be out or better candidate open. Trusting that person said.
People were buying the proxy votes.
They were buying from us. It is a $200 or a $300 not their money. No, I Jimmy proxy no. It of the 2, 3, 300, 200, 200. No, I 30. Let me just on hypothetical way no. You find what ton of 300 times 3 by 3. That is how much 9,000, right? We're spending $9,000. They have top proxy vote. That 30 proxy he's going to sell it to one candidate. I'm not going to mention it. Some candidate, no, they command on. They sell one proxy for $5,000. It at the end of the day, no, it gives him $150,000. Wa pocket it until 9,000 if you when you see be eye obi cocoa season.
Right.
I ought in the cocoa. Those people were going around TV interviews and all sort of interviews. So yeah, the back court because they know that they have lost.
We are against proxy, no.
No, we wasn't against, but national neck for the bus.
If you are just one line.
Okay.
Yeah.
One line.
The link not to one more so person friend we share with
Jerry,
you
one line.
is any tension
No
build up now, but we are free so be join the link no for okay high live radio Vim Radio online in now bet me afa now I join go Facebook or YouTube so my penny comments into know to me join it with that. Elikem.
If you are, my understanding is
just a point of your personal information.
Yeah, my understanding is that every constituency was bringing about 9 delegates, and to the US would have had maximum of 9. Maximum 9. 9 will not make any change. If you decide to buy it 1 million, it will not make any change.
Let me no. This time, anti-Sabiu. Remember when they decided to add old executives,
Right?
To vote.
Electoral college.
We end up getting almost close to about 100
In the US.
in the US.
But you see, but most of the people who are going to go, some few, like last year, I must say the whole proxy, the whole diaspora was 78.
I get your point. All that I'm saying is that not everyone who will be ready to go to Ghana and vote.
I understand.
And in that proxy, there was going to be a scheme. And that scheme, neck if we say last primaries, they be election committee na ya form. They know all these things. So what I say, they know better than I do. Oman the trans say no. Send here na fear ba kuni enye ni sabi.
There's no proxy vote in this primary.
No, if you want to vote and you live in abroad,
December ticket abroad.
President.
People like yourself near the okay ticket.
Oh yeah.
By Jerry with him, you know that. But you see, on a light note, this is part of the problem. What I'm saying, this is Kokosis in Mobi, and Naga chairman, the secretary be our USA. Naga Jimmy thousand be the idea. Now the person cannot even get that one. Now he has to go all the way to Ghana to go and sell. He's still going to sell it anyway. They're still going to sell it anyway. And instead of selling it here, collect some 200, you still have to go home and stuff. No, this is Kokosis. People must eat. And these people are about to eat twice. These people are about to eat twice.
Exactly.
You NPP people who will win the next one, make sure you punish your party.
Hey.
We will unite them. We won't punish them. We will unite them. And also, what we're going to do is say, it's about time we have to conscientize our own people. Okay. Tell them, idea with Udo Maya, you don't do this. Udo Party, you don't do this. I don't know, your contest now, I feel all the 5 contestants, everybody deserve it. You know, the other one. Nemo, Udo, any firm among the 5, when they are about 2 million man, bet me 2 million on general election, they are brave in terms of competing with NDC. Because I'm trying to do my NDC 4 years, they say, yeah, I have nothing against them. You
think NDC is doing a good job now?
They're doing a fantastic job. And so I say some of young NPP before try to condemn. Don't propaganda. If you are the if you are a Ghanaian and you say you don't see what NDC is doing now, not just Ghana and that's all no Ghana. Because me NPP me a Ken supporter. I want Mama to be succeed in his governance. Say Mama succeed here, or free work, that's a Ken bar. It will be easy for Ken to also sail. No one also they will follow the same trend on their bus route. But maybe we should say, Mama on fall it, let me bomb pie, let me trap tones, Mama can never succeed. Say Mama and succeed here, next government also be break.
Yeah.
Because now Mama will take the country to the ditch. Now it's up to you to bring that country from that ditch to the surface. If you do surface now you are starting. The first 2 years, no, they confirm free ditch. And they are better surface. The last 2 years now, person who progress in the bus road. Election is near. It will to me nyashe. Now, obisu tiache no also wish was our last 2 years now.
So far, the mama has done well. But what is the first number one thing because mama a year excellently and our year at least?
I would say the sustainability of the dollar depreciation and I said fantastic. Say animuya ekiyebi.
Thank you.
We took it to 4 to 17. No. We took it from 4 to 17. It's a fact. It's all over. When you say me support, I'm setting facts.
Okay.
There are data there shows say yes. We took it from 4 to 17. No, but within 1 year, almost maintaining under $12, under 12 cedis. Now say 1 year and we're maintaining below 12 cedis. We should stop propaganda politics and applaud our 240. Bawumia now. They offer say no. Bawumia change penny be brave. But the guy is good. At 240, I never heard at 240 lecturer say, I will arrest dollar, I will do this if fundamentals are weak. I've never heard that from him. Although he believe in action, so he has delivered. And who am I to come and condemn you and answer to criticize the Najuma Oye? It's a boy now, let's applaud him. He and supporting them costumes. They say, some team maintaining under 12. Nothing, I do not care so bad. No, so bad, no, so be maintaining be at 12, no, so be this number under 11. So
okay.
That's what I'm fighting for.
Prof, the same question. Prof, do you think Mahama 1 year?
Yo, I Mathieu Jerry, and I'm a catch or say, second crowd ha, someone can be break or cast a quano too.
Don't forget, I know me person was saying Mahama.
Yeah, oh, Mahama then, say, how we also buy from a critic say it's laudable. Why are there? And a currency so working, very good. So, now, anyone be bro, and toasty, workers also with your McCain, necessary teacher for just say, horrible. But why you be?
Point of
Ophelia, the nation as a whole. Ophelia, the nation as a whole has failed. We don't want to fail. We all want to succeed. And Mumiamuano, but that be a cancer. At workers also want to Canada. Sabi, and Yadia, so necessary to me, it's not about 10 months. Untiomoka, but when you're going, scat at cover be our pay. Now there's some more plane. Yeah, I must say, a kufu dear, now we go, most more damn the back right chest. So, and take money, dear warrior, Mumiamuano, the Sanko ya, young Nanya Bebre, Yanya, we better say, Yaka contium. If ya, Kianako, and Mumiana Moano, not 1 year, this year can't obey here, Yaman, or can I say, you can't want to answer 2028, a month for better margin. Who be that?
And to probably purchase a mama government that is one prominent idea why you idea pay exchange rate in our
exchange rate come home. And I say, well, the budget to yes, say what be highway to Kumasi, and it's very, very important. Go home. And another crane so could be a house unit to be a whole. Yeah, and also you're very good. Now, me cry me transanka saglemi house, or back home, no, because they say a white elephant.
Now, I know that the court case in Tino and person has
on the starting your court over to me a koi. In some paper court or year to go over to me a year to go. No, I'm an free hall. Yes, okay. By a president over to me or new one grow. Why, sir, house in Opama Ghana for Nyan this phone call him. Or be our court be workers, and okay. I say young Naya Boano. Now a year. Now the American Beyonce say Kennedy, Branyo. Chumo, Bawumia, Obi Obabano, NPP for Momianya Bako, Yanta Mochi. Momianya want to be a party no. Sir, 2024 in the I had the papa. No more officer breaking the 8. Oh, free HSS, all this, your backup. But your quarter about we are more you could see here. In team, in Panifuano, they must come together. One more answer can no vote in and once some arguing. I'm on my team no Nyama or man in your fe, the Pamcho Bebre.
Okay.
No.
Prof, I mean, I was come there and another person they come. But say, oh, man, joining, but I can just a few minutes now. Your point, you know. My posting link in but I think a lot of people are not seeing it. I think because of the system they use, you know. I'll go back to the previous system.
Since 2008, this is the first time in Ghana's history that the cedi will end the year possibly appreciating against the dollar. This is the first time since 2008. Prof, again, Prof, unfortunately, I don't want to use the word that maybe you will say because I'm a Ghanaian. Prof, today, that last month, there was a technical issue. So the allowances of the teachers weren't paid. Today, that one and the current one was all paid. Again, you need to be abreast before you come on radio, Prof. Don't be ignorant and come on radio. You need to read a little bit before you appear here. If you need to, you could have just Googled.
In context of what? I think he has read. Professional education. Okay.
No, he didn't. No. I'm saying that
in reference to what you should have also
before you mentioned,
it was needless. It was needless.
What was needless?
It was needless to allow citizens to work for 10 months without pay.
Do you understand? Do you understand what is happening? We are building a nation, and issues happen just like in the United States of America. Was the US not under lockdown for almost 50 days? And was anybody paid during that period?
No.
Nations
people were paid. Yeah.
No, federal workers were paid. Federal workers were paid.
Yes, federal workers.
During the shutdown, the recent one, the shutdown when
Trump shut down. No.
Yes.
No, they were not paid though.
They were not paid. Government shutdown. No government.
Paid.
No. Exactly. No federal workers were paid. That is what I'm saying, sir. So things like that happen, and things happen in every country. If something happened and then the government says, because of this allowance will not be paid, then you come in here and say, Prof, you need to uplift your game a little bit. You've been mentioning these 10 months since 19 Kobotok Jojo. You've been mentioning this journalist thing since please lift your game up a little bit. Before you come on radio, research a little bit. Because you and I have done this several times, Prof. You can't come here and recycle the same.
You want him to give an example that you want. Let's be fair to Prof. We can't.
No, he doesn't have one. He doesn't have one.
Research.
He did not. I'm saying, sir. On the, but if you, I'm saying that on the matter of speaking to the people of Ghana, you need to read on the matter you are going to mention. If you're going to come and mention certain things, I'm saying that read on the matter before you come here. What's it?
A salary issue.
Exactly. You need to address yourself and be aware, say. And by the way, the government issued a statement, the accountant general issued a statement today. So if you're not informed, don't go, hey, where am I? Look, again, you see what Jerry. By the way, you see what Jerry did. If you 1 second, you see what Jerry did here. The same thing Kennedy Japan did some time ago. Even when they were in power, he said that Mwana Mose, Yeba Power Yanko IMF. Namwa IMF, he said, I can't defend this. And that is the decency of doing politics. And people like Prof, even though you are an MPP, you need to lift your game up. Jerry said, I can't floor him.
I think you are belaboring this point. I think Prof accept to say when you update.
We are moving on. We are moving on. I need to make the point.
I'll call home.
Also,
people are complaining. I'll call them. Go ahead.
And then, like Jerry said, again, that is a brilliant thing. And look, we all need to add to the development of the nation. It is okay to say, but I think I can do better. It is okay. It is okay to make some of those statements. But this kind of the backward mindset, even though you can see Gani, everybody. Wanka. He said people are not being paid salary. He started mentioning unnecessary things. Budget. Highway and I'm just the highway that the MP wrote against. If you listen, the country for the first time, there are so many things happening. every sector is seeing real growth. We saw under Bawumia, just like people mentioned, Jerry mentioned, even uncompleted runabout, Akufo-Addo went to commission. Uncompleted E-gate, Bawumia went and stood there and was laughing, and the E-gate refused. Uncompleted things you were trying to launch. And you are here. People of Ghana are speaking clearly, and you still wouldn't want to listen.
Okay.
You still don't want to listen.
Prof has been honest enough to say that my idea. But don't also make it like, because economists also actually say government is not servicing any loan until 2027. They do honor and you be the real year of reckoning.
At least for now, yeah.
President Mama is doing a good job.
At least the first 1 year, let's applaud him.
Yeah. So let's take that membership, Prof. Baby. So also on the other side, with your kind, that's where he's coming from. Understand him. Tell him your face here. A good job. Yeah.
And this is for that. This is not the first time one more attacking me. Why?
Oh, Prof, it's not an attack. It's not an attack. I'm only helping you. I'm only helping you to upgrade yourself. See, some your phone, radio, no jai. Lift your game up a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you so much. And I join.
Make the article, but my send article.
I'm say speech. I'm say, and then I'm a press conference.
My sending the number.
I just have a comment, you know.
Oh, that's something they want responding to Nina.
Yeah, Team Ken US, and I'm person who reading my man for TV.
Did you remember?
About 5 your time now, so Team Ken US. In fact, Brian Michael also person joining me. I'm saying link don't have Emma or more problem because honestly, see, and I bias for Ken for Nama Bashi, Bawumia for Team Michael Japan. But Team Ken US a director, I'm say they condemn Bawumia campaign team to using Adwoa Safo as a woman whom Kennedy Japan shares 2 children with to campaign against him. Basically, that's what they are saying. So comment here inciting that a mother of Ken's own children to be used politically to attack him in unethical. And Bawumia is being unethical, he's been irresponsible and very dangerous. Honorable Kennedy Japan and Miss Adwoa Safo share a lifelong bond through the 2 children, and both must be able to coexist peacefully and to plan and safeguard the welfare of the children. Politicizing such a sensitive relationship risk and emotional harm to the innocent children lowers the standard. I think this is a very impressive statement. Say we're making back of a Jerry Monday now. I have said Ken to going on UTV to fire Ken Adwoa Safo when Oka Brocha no so back. Me, I thought Adwoa Safo na yari because she was going through something. She had lost a child. But also na Kennedy Japan back boy and also so yari niba penny no. And I thought that one too was also unethical and irresponsible. Ken should have stayed quiet on that.
Yeah, but
I agree with my statement. I agree with the statement we say. Bawumia mo de na omo ye was unethical and irresponsible. But I think that Bibi should have caught you Bibi but let
me clear something. That you see the difference is there. Then time and Ken cancer assembly, it was just about e-levy issue, right? But this time a contest presidential primary.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. This is the same person is involved. Adwoa Safo and the children.
Well,
if you go
public, it's up to her.
I mean, see, I know the Adwoa Safo they know but Ken ne to born kane. Saba kuna one kata na deja sono. Because Ken knew about Adwoa Safo condition. He also knew about Kolano's condition. Tineka say,
if it gets to some point, you see, at the time, e-levy, when we were trying to pass e-levy, the country was held to ransom. Then it gets a point where when the country is stopped and it's like we are waiting for one person. The person said, I want private jet. You made it available. The person said, unless you go and pay this money through my access bank, you made it available. I understand you, but you see, when you are holding a country to ransom, sometimes it gets to a point that even your husband must come out.
Private jet.
Do you remember, sir?
Going through something.
If you do remember, said guy now will shoot cake, no, never partner giving him up. So
yeah. Yes.
Exactly. So there are some things it's beyond family.
That's a different example. That's
To the
that's
MP, oh, remember, to the MPP, no, when they were trying to pass their E-levy, which we told them was not going to solve their problem, at that point, they needed her to come back and vote. And so they thought, say, going to speak on the matter, said, this is why, and this is what they did. And by the way, why are you not talking about the fact, if you're going to talk about that, then go into the fact that the MPP used an imposter for Ajasafo. If you're going to talk
about that. Ajasafo and obviously finally came. Into we can't say imposter. Finally no buy. Or buy. Into the moment.
Anyway, you first see
Jerry, thank you so much.
Thank
you. USA.
Prof,
or saying, I just have only the answer said, or sister, 1%, or the saying Kennedy Bear president, no man a position near friend, family and friends. So, it's a Bawumia do acquire no man a position, or be anti me accuse the president say a family and friends.
But Prof, who's that?
Prof, many folks I just upon couch in the
one can year.
Who second bar all governance in the family and friends. And I like it.
Because all here appointment. Maybe a Canadian farmer. And
I mean, Ken is going to work as a Ghanaian. Offer me yes, me mama me beji position me madam for beji way, but rather no or ba ye juma se Ghana ni obi o this position be on the man.
Kennedy man position Kennedy man position how me because
confirmation of Ken ability.
Yes,
but it was poorly worded. The way I just have to present it, and the money I said, oh, the open tea.
Yes.
It was bad.
Yes.
It was bad. Oh man,
Kennedy man appointment here, and how be
yeah, because who say Honorable Arinato she fire the Pobano about Koiko and I bet you for Mukomuno. Now, I just have who bet you not to share a campaign.
Next week. America Prof here that's be barely care more to switch statistics or no switch there will university but NBC comes team no only the brain behind it but on tank asante I am of fire is in that we really care that's be fantastic expose now the mind about the bigger picture now obi an share down for Nigerian concern. Thank you so much for today nti enu abe malike more so no ya da mu nyama se mo join e na e wo jaso nyumedie Yankopon ya adoma next week e be champatron mo fan che me say link no na a problem. And Mr. Abraham Michael also person joining next week show. No problem at all. I'll bring you on board. Why? Until you know me send him a link so that I will add you. If I'm a Vim lady, I will say for good night. Good night.